Yeah, so last time when I launched the game briefly before we had to kind of cancel things, I can show you we did do an upgrade of this guy. We brought this to level 3. Level 4? No, yeah, it says level 3 up here. So now we get even more servings for all holding station foods per instance, which is helpful. It's getting expensive to upgrade, but it is, I think, going to become more and more worth it, especially for some foods like sushi that are fairly hard to make. But the fact that they're a holding station food means that they can be quite powerful when they're leveled up all the way. So I'm thinking this is a good idea to pursue. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm full of shit. Never mind. I forgot. I did not do this yesterday. What I did do was I went to level 2 of food truck reinforcements because I fucked up. I thought we were already at level 2. We were going to level 3. I thought we were preventing the ram-based attacks. Turns out all we did was prevent the hacks, which are still useful to prevent. The hacking attacks are very annoying. But, so yeah, now I'm like kind of stuck between which do I upgrade more. But those are the two we're probably going to focus on for a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on the 8th territory. I'm thinking we might be able to finish this tonight, actually. Because, ooh, well, I don't know. 12 is quite a lot. 12 is quite a lot. Maybe we can do it, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, of course, these will unlock kind of as time goes on. So yeah, we need to do a minimum of 12 in order to unlock the final area. We'll see. We'll see. I'll make no guarantees, but we're gonna try to finish this this area tonight. And if we can, that means we would begin number 9 next time, and that means we just have 3 left: 9, 10, and 11. So we just have those 3 remaining after that. So we are approaching the end game, believe it or not. Gonna dam up the... Yeah, you're gonna just jam some sticks up there and try to dam the river. Some awful food poisoning. Yeah, I've had food poisoning twice in my life. One of those instances put me in the hospital. It was not a good time. It wasn't life-threatening, but I was very, very, very terrified that it was. They can hack your food truck. Yes, there's 2 kinds of hacking attacks. One of them prevents your radar from being utilized. Your radar is what you can use to gauge how many orders for certain things you have in the next stop, so you can kind of prepare accordingly. So you have no idea what to expect for the next stop. And then the other hacking attack blanks out knowing what each order is until you click it. So that way, so when you hit the button, you have no idea what you're like bringing up. So you can't tell if it's a burger, if it's soup, if it's a roshka or ratatouille. Well, actually, a roshka and ratatouille are bad examples. If it's prime rib, if it's poutine. So you don't know what you're clicking until you press the button for it, so all the food orders are blanked out. It's very annoying. 7 foods required, by the way. I see no reason to make things overly complicated. Deluxe poutine is, for me, that's actually one of the hardest things in the game for me, so I'm gonna hold off on that one if I can help it. Let's do... let's do something a little bit tricky. I mean, this one's kind of tough, and a roshka sometimes takes me a while. The others are not so bad. Let's do some glazed donuts. I'm gonna go ahead and do risotto, just because I haven't had much experience with it. And then... Fuyang. Sure, Fuyang should be fine. Should have gone to the hospital. Arctic. Yeah, I mean, food poisoning can really fuck you up. The one I had, I don't think it actually was that bad. And honestly, the only reason I went to the hospital wasn't because the food poisoning itself was bad. It was because I was... I later learned I was deficient in potassium, and the next day I tried going to work, and I basically pushed myself too hard, and I basically had I had what I later learned was a panic attack because of like my body's reaction to not having enough of a pretty important mineral because I puked my guts out for the whole weekend. So yeah, it was like it was more of a function of I didn't take good enough care of myself, or I pushed myself too. I believe too strongly in my ability to bounce back quickly. That's how I describe it, honestly. Undercooking rice. Now, that's kind of surprising. I wouldn't have thought rice of all things when undercooked could cause problems. I mean, it's a grain, and I know grains can just do that, so it kind of makes sense, but still. Hydration during food, but yeah. An IV can do, yeah. I think it's what they did. They gave me fluids, but they took my blood. They were like, oh yeah, you need some potassium. And that was all that I needed, honestly. But yeah. Lowest point was some really bad some really bad food poisoning stuff. I mean, that shit's bad. That shit's bad, and it like fucking pushes you to your limits. I mean, that's the kind of shit that absolutely can kill people. Like Arctic said, especially if somebody had something else going on, if there's other risk factors, that kind of thing. It can be straight up dangerous. Because the body is like, man, there's something in here I don't want. I'm gonna do everything I can to get it out of here. And it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Yeah, I mean, I've had the flu a number of times. I had COVID a couple weeks ago, which was not fun. But yeah, food poisoning is by far the worst, and is I mean, it's a good thing it's not contagious. Like, you know, it's something that obviously it's just a matter of who ate the bad thing. But there's that's the only good thing I can say about food poisoning. At least nobody else can catch it from you, so long as they didn't eat what you ate or drank what you drank. It is not a fun time. They just want all the stuff for this one. Oh, no, they don't. They don't want all the stuff. Try that again. Onion, green beans, oh, well... Okay, yeah, that time worked okay. I'm not sure what I messed up the first time. Pork. Hero, and then S and R. There we go. So yeah, so if we were to get hacked... The thing I was looking at just there that tells us how many orders are coming up, like in the next stop, that becomes unavailable. When with like certain hacking attempts, certain hacking attacks rather. So that becomes an issue, and it's not a good time. Sprouts, mushrooms, onions. I think they just want everything. Yep.
Cooking and serving.
So oil, and then mushrooms, and then oil again, and then scallops, and mushrooms, and then peas, and then Parmesan. So we're not gonna get all this. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know I'm gonna drop a few of these. I was going a little bit slower than I meant to, unfortunately. Butternut, and the carrots, chicken sausage, and Parmesan, alright. So we dropped a few orders at the very start. Not super proud of that, but that's okay. Scallions and pork, no shrimp on that one, please. No, I did screw up one of those other ones. Seems like they always want the first several things. But there becomes a point where you have to look at the later half of the ingredients to make sure you know what they do not want. As long as they don't consume what you expelled, I would sure hope that they wouldn't, for everybody's sake.
Nicely done, chef.
Myself and theirs included. Like, hopefully that wouldn't be a problem. Hopefully that wouldn't be an issue, but I don't know, man. Too much goulash? Sounds like a good problem to me. A goulash problem to me. Well, tomato is that one, and then lobster, and peas, and then spinach, and Parmesan. Oil and red wine, poop, and oil and then scallops, and then carrots, and then lobster, and then Parmesan. There we go. Oil, scallops, mushrooms, and peas. Parmesan. There we go. And so scallions and pork. Yeah, they just don't. You have to be paying attention to like the second tab of ingredients. Spinach and Parmesan. Cool. Not too shabby. Leftover shepherd's pie. Oh, very nice. Made goulash in case you didn't like it. But you made a whole bunch. So you have the rest for the rest. You have like leftovers for the rest of the week. That actually sounds pretty nice. I'm always a fan of making things in bulk and having like a fuck ton of leftovers so I can attack it for like the next couple days. Like a gigantic pile of it. Yeah, big old dish. That's awesome. Can't eat all of it in one sitting. Arctic says, I don't know, man. That sounds like quitters talk to me. Sounds like amateur hour to me, says Arctic.
Wow.
Wow. Johnson's like, yeah, I gotta take things slow, man. I had an actual functioning organ removed from my body, so yeah. So Johnson gets a free pass.
Next stop approaching.
Nobody else does, but Johnson at least has an excuse. Farfanuga, what's up, bud? Why are there hazmat suits? Because we're in because New Orleans got like nuked out of oblivion in this game's history, so that we're actually in Newer Orleans, which is on the slightly radioactive remnants of New Orleans. Actually, I don't know so much about the radioactiveness, but they definitely made mention of the fact that, yeah, what New Orleans has, in this game's timeline, has gone through some shit, and it is not what some might remember fondly. It's a changed place nowadays. I think they'd strip out of that before getting food. I like to think that there's like a little airlock system. Like there's like a 2-door airlock system where what we're doing is we open a little opening of their hazmat suit, we slide the food in, we close it, and then they like spray decontaminants on it or something, and then they open this little sealed door on their end and receive the food. Like they have some kind of way to decontaminate things, just to make things nice and easy, or they just don't give a shit, which is one way to do it. Exactly 11. Exactly 11 donuts. Oh, yes. 11 donuts. Such a normal number. I know 13 is a baker's dozen, so is 11 a poor man's dozen? Parmesan. Tomato. Lobster and peas and spinach and parmesan. Want onions and scallions and pork. Pum, pum. And then our classic. Okay. Mushroom, peas, and parmesan. Bam! Everyone's happy. Onions. They want everything. Butternut, and then carrots, chicken sausage, and then parmesan. There we go.
Problem, chef.
And scallions and scramps. From here on out. Red wine, oil, scallops, and carrots. Lobster and parmesan. There we go. Alright, we're good. Sous chef's dozen. There we go. The functionality organ. Well, yeah, maybe not fully functioning, but still was active in some way. Had polyps and got... Ugh, yeah. I mean, it was right to get it removed, but still, it was not a small deal. No longer hungry, fat man. Okay, yeah, let's go for that one. Yeah, a properly snacked baker's dozen.
Really
Selling 11
good,
donuts,
chef.
yeah, it's probably pretty good then. Yeah, if you can't resist having just one. Never trust a skinny chef. Never trust a full dozen donuts. Never trust donuts that anybody else is afraid to try. I've never actually seen that problem before. If somebody brings donuts into the office, usually, I mean, sometimes there's still a couple left by lunchtime, and that's actually when I prefer to have a donut. Like that way, it's like a dessert. If I have a donut for breakfast, well, that's the thing. I always eat breakfast before I come into the office because, I mean, those kinds of things are a fairly rare occurrence. But and yeah, in the odd chance when somebody does bring in donuts for the office, I will wait until lunchtime because it's like I don't want to like eat as much as I love being a hobbit. I don't want to eat like a second extremely sugary breakfast and then be like in a sugar-induced semi-coma for like, you know, the working morning. Doesn't apply to home cooks, but yeah, if it's a professional chef, yeah, that's its own thing. 16 points, by the way. Ooh, buddy. Well, I usually try to default to like more spicy holding station food. So we'll do 1 for holding stations. Let's mix this up a little bit though. That way we have a little bit of spicy things in the special order foods, and the holding stations have a little bit of spice and a little bit of non-spice. Oh shit, you know, by the way, I haven't really been talking about it because I keep forgetting about it. My birthday is in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Which is kind of weird. So at the stroke of midnight,
Great day for cooking.
I will
chef.
stroke myself at midnight. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I have a birthday coming up pretty soon. It feels birthday man. Very much feels birthday man. And I keep forgetting about it. It's not that I'm trying to avoid it. It's just like it's just such a non-big deal to me. We have Sinigang again, just from complete random happenstance. And Hamburger. Yeah, Phil's Birthday Man. It will Phil's Birthday Man in yeah, in just a couple hours. I will not be streaming tomorrow, most likely. Of course, we did call yesterday's stream short, so I usually try to do 3 streams during the week. But yeah, so to that end, I'm kind of like behind a stream, so to speak. Whoops, no cheese in that one. But yeah, I probably won't stream tomorrow just because I know Grace and we're gonna make some fun food tomorrow, and probably watch like a movie or two. We're just gonna have a nice chill evening in tomorrow. But I might do an extra stream on Friday, maybe, kind of like what I did this past week. Oh no, I didn't actually. Oh whoops, I didn't actually stream Friday. I streamed Saturday and Sunday. That's what it was. I know I did some kind of bonus stream. Well, some kind of like extra bonus stream, more or less. There we go.
We got this, chef.
I'm slowly remembering the shortcuts for this. There we go. Yeah, for the full burger. Full burger is pretty much the ballpark burger with extra steps. Oh heck, that's wrong. That's wrong button. Like, it's basically the ballpark burger with extra steps and with extra ingredients, but if you've done it once before, you pretty much know how it works. Like, if you've done ballpark burgers, like, learning the full burger is really not that bad. But anyway, yeah, as far as what I'm gonna do for, like, because each year I always do some kind of birthday stream, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to do this year. I know I was talking with Arctic and Dave and Jet. Oh my god, Mallory, thank you for that resub, my friend. Thank you very much. That's so generous of you. Thank you, my friend. 3 motherfucking months, says Mallory. In fact, let me make sure I add the points for that one. Thank you very much to Mallory. 3 motherfucking months. You have to like say it. You have to kind of say it quickly so it all kind of blurs together. Motherfucking. Thank you very much, my friend. Always a pleasure getting to hear from our homies, Mallory and or Koala. Always wonderful people. Thank you, my friends. Oh, I forgot to do the bun. It's on a different tab this time. I was just telling the folks about the fact that I have a birthday tomorrow. Technically, my birthday is in a few hours. You know, at the stroke of midnight. Let's see. There we go. Regular that. Oh, that was weird. Hold on. Oh god. Okay, I can't use this as an excuse. What just happened? Steam just did something. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay, I'll check this in a second. Steam just like it like tried to minimize the game for a minute. It's like it got confused for a second. It's just all veggie. All veggie, no wedgies. But yeah, each year I always do some kind of like special weird thing to celebrate my birthday. Last year we did a bunch of Bomberman 64 ROM hacks, which was cool. The year before that I did a Noita cosplay stream where I busted out my old Magicka cosplay and I just called it a palette swapped Noita cosplay, which is fun. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do this year. I always do something like weird. I could always do corruptions, but like I said, I probably won't stream tomorrow proper. So just because I'll be most likely pretty busy for most of the day. Oh, that's the wrong kind of fish. Yeah, that I do that. I've done that before, where mackerel is the letter K, M is mahi mahi. So they're not gonna be too happy about that. Johnson says, we're gonna harass you for your birthday. I would expect nothing less. I'm looking forward to some ridiculous shit posts on the Discord server. Yeah, they didn't do that too much. This is the final stop, though. We got big, thick hamburger orders. So I'm slapping lots of meats on the grill. I'm whipping out my meat, and I'm slapping it on the grill. Oops. One more of these. Beef, onion, greens, and okra. Then SNR. There we go. So mackerel is the letter K, yes. That has gotten me more times than I wish to admit. Beef, garlic, and tomato paste. I think Need to make one more burger, I think. A tilapia. There we go. There's beets, garlic, potato, and tomato paste. Veggie. And then red snapper. Red snapper, but I hardly even know her. Meat flattened, and then the mushroom. Cabbage, beets, bay leaf, garlic, tomato paste. At one point, Arctic, I saw you said, "Fuck, man, now I'm getting hungry," which is like, yep, that's how this game goes. It is very hard to play this game, or watch this game, or just interact with it in any way and not start to get the hungers. Oh, wrong kind of bun. Yeah, so we'll do some kind of like fun birthday celebration stream of some variety. Oh god. Over the next couple days. I should have time. I go fast with these, man. God dang. We're okay though. Oh, cheese. Oh, there it is. Yes. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, it always gets a little bit silly when things are just all start to wrap up at the exact same time with order demands, customer demands rather. Well, let's make that last one to order. Yeah, probably. Yeah, like I said, because I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow, so we'll do something over the weekend. Like I was saying earlier, I was talking about possibly doing some Phantasy Star Online on Sunday, so I might do like a birthday stream on either Friday or Saturday. Some parts of Friday or Saturday. There we go. Big fucking burger. Big, thick burger. Thank you again, Mauler, for that resub. How old am I going to be? I'm going to be 34. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 34? That's not how the song goes.
Not?
How old? Very old. The hamburger patty, they do look good, don't they? Especially like the real thick burgers. I'm a small little man. I got a small little man mouth, so I can't like do the giganto monster burgers. I prefer burgers that are wide as opposed to thick, but I will confess that seeing a thick, juicy burger, I just see thick meat and I want to just jam it into my mouth, but that's just, you know, that's just me personally. Dangerous amounts of candles. Definitely fire hazard levels of danger zone, as it should be. Unhinge my jaw. I mean, I will confess, Johnson, my years in college were very non-extraordinary. So my ability to hold my breath underwater, my gag reflex, my jaw unhinging ability, my throat opening ability to, you know, well, I guess the throat opening is kind of part of the whole gag reflex thing. What I'm getting at is I am not the throat goat I wish that I could claim that I was. So it is unfortunate. Oh fuck. If Arctic is asking if Arctic is asking, why am I even surprised? Why am I even surprised? Hold on. So I can always count on Arctic to come through. Actually, Arctic, hold up. Was this on sale? I know at one point there was a sale going on. Hopefully you got this on the cheap. I'm gonna actually look up how much Arctic dropped. Hentai weed, 49 cents. That actually is beyond based, actually. Holy fuck. Somebody gifted to you. It's Bejeweled. Yeah, actually, that's the thing. Some of those games are just like simple puzzle games, and sometimes all you need is just a nice chill puzzle game to unwind. So I'd say you gotta embrace it sometimes. Let's put a menu together. We need to get 16 points total. So I usually try to avoid getting too silly. I think I will go ahead and put tamales on the menu. Although maybe I should do deluxe nachos. I think I'm getting pretty good at tamales. Let's do deluxe nachos, which I think I should probably get more practice with. And then we'll do ice cream scoops. Maybe I should do tostadas. Tostadas are not too bad. But I don't want to get too silly. I don't want to get too confident because I know this shit is kind of hard. Let's do creme brulee. Creme brulee, I think I can do pretty good at. I just gotta get better at the timing for it. 29 perfect. 12 of them are hentai. Hell yes, as they should be. Some Age of Mythology pretty soon. Some Pathfinder lore. Some Dead Cells. That Dead Cells update looks sick with the Castlevania stuff. Some VR games. That sounds nice. Yeah, tabletop stuff is always a good time. The Match 3, the Bejeweled games. Yeah, I played a fuck ton of Puzzle Quest. Back when I first, like, in like 2011, 2012, like back when I was like starting to get more into PC gaming. And that's just, you know, it's a match 3, match 4 game, and with like an RPG battle element to it, I thought it was pretty good. I got bodied by the final boss 1,000 times, so I never beat it, but I like those kinds of games. And that one is sans any sexy times, but still, it's just a fun, like, game mechanic. Lots of tabletop games, yeah. I've technically been playing since high school, but I didn't, like, get into it consistently until college. So it's been about 10 years for me as well. 7 points remaining. Let's do chili, and we already did Rotte Groot, so let's do sizzling apple. And then we'll do bananas Foster and fishies. So creme brulee and deluxe nachos are the only tricky things in this menu. We'll probably be okay. This is a game where we, like the name implies, we cook food, we serve it, and we delicious it, which is to say, hopefully I don't fuck it up. We're in a food truck. This game takes place where we're in a food truck in a post-apocalyptic setting. Kind of a Mad Max food truck of sorts. And we're slinging orders around. We're taking orders from the customers and whatnot and serving it to them.
Good luck today.
Sometimes they are specialized, where they have like specialized requests. Sometimes they're holding station foods like these. Other times they are what's the word? Special orders. Special order items like these that were coming in right now. We have a lot of nacho orders coming in hot. Lots of nachos. Meats, and then green peppers, corn, and onions. Right, so, albacore. There we go. So I can get this batter going. Red snapper, bam. Tilapia, one of my favorites. Red snapper, there we go. Just gonna see if I can get this one down. 1, 2, 3. Alright, got the timing down just right. Getting the timing down on the creme brulee is always a little bit tricky the first couple times you do it, but once you get the timing down and you're confident with it, it's much better. So, refried beans, meat, and guac. Alright. Oh, what did I fuck up? I fucked something up there. Oh, hold on, I gotta get this. Let's try this again. Queso, chicken, and beef. Which is what I fucked up with that one. Queso, chicken, and beef. See, that's nice and easy. Get that batter going. That. Okay, so I think I can just turn my brain off and just do everything. Oh, except I think they don't want sour cream in that case. Chicken and sour cream. Oh boy. We go fast. Alright, cool. Yeah, fuck that one up. Okay, so chicken and beef. Whoops.
Cooking and serving.
There we go. Queso on that one, and then queso rice, onions, tomatoes, shrimp, sour cream, and guac. Got batter going. We need more sizzling apple pie. I guess I didn't make enough. Torch it. Get that creme brulee going. There we go. Perfection. Rice, beans, beef, and sour cream. Yeah, I was saying earlier how some foods I need more practice with because I like feel pretty good about the shortcuts most of the time, but there's a few where I screw up on a somewhat regular basis. While we actually have some time, I'm gonna make some chili real quick. So we're gonna need more, most likely. Torch. Just an actual blowtorch.
Nicely done, chef.
And then we're gonna need more apple. Warm apple pie, some more WAP for all to enjoy. Let's see, we already got beans, cream, peppers, onions, cool. Alright. Try and get the timing down so I'm not having to like rush and grab all this at the exact same time. But there's always that like little bit that you have to rush at the end a little bit. It's always a little bit spicy. But I think we're okay. There we go. Lots of this stuff. Lots of this pie stuff that people are liking. Like it's going out of style. Alright. Yeah, we have impatient customers, which is why they're flying off the shelves right now.
Order up.
There we go. Oh boy. Oh, what? Not sure what I screwed up with that. I guess I need to read that more closely. More closely if given the chance. Alright, so rice. Yeah, I want all these things: chicken, shrimp, beef, meat, and then sour cream. Okay. Torch. Oh, I just dropped an order. That's embarrassing. Alright, so... Oh, it's because we ran out of the meats, that's why. We ran out of taco meats. We have 2 more stops. We're gonna need more of everything, most likely. We've yet to mess up a single creme brulee order, which makes me proud, though.
Nice cooking, chef.
So, meats, red, green, and then onions. Oh, what? Oh, it's a different shortcut. Green, corn,
We are
onions, there we go.
nearing the next stop.
Bluefin. Mahi, and then 8. That creme brulee going, please, and thank you. There we go. I mean, the complexity is very small. It just takes a second. Oh, and sugar. Can't forget the sugar.
We got this,
Okay,
chef.
queso. Nice and easy for that one. Queso, beans, meat, and guac. Oh, I fucked that up. Oh, shortcut on that one. Also, it overheats very quickly. Tomato, chicken, sour cream. So, beans, and chicken. So nice. Just the sour cream. There we go. Oh, whoops. The sour cream on that one. It's lots of VIP orders coming in, which is actually not a bad thing. It's just something to manage. Just queso on that one. Actually, I served one of those way too early by accident. Hopefully they can forgive me. Yeah, I served one of the creme brulees like super early, so they're probably going to be a little bit mad about that one. But otherwise... Oop, they didn't want... Yeah, I fucked that one up. Otherwise, that wasn't too bad. Whoops. And meat, and then green peppers and corn. Hardcore corn, just the way I like it. Gonna head over to Corn Hub after this, get some beans, some corn and tomatoes. Is that enough? Yes, it should be. Some bluefin. Red snapper. Red snapper, but I hardly even know her. That noise means something just went bad. Which is not good. Hopefully I should have enough. That means this is going bad. Queso, and chicken beef. Sour cream. There we go. Ooh boy, things are getting weird. Which is usually how it goes. Probably gonna have to settle for a bronze for this one. This is a pretty tough one. I feel like I've had a lot of just small screw-ups. Oh, we're out of something. We're out of the pies. That would definitely make people mad. I too am sad when we're out of pie. Just in a general sense. Okay, the pie is almost ready. This is the last stop, mercifully. It's been a pretty tough one, although I kind of set myself up for a challenge by putting some extra spice in the menu. Can we appreciate this, by the way? It is apple pie with brandy sauce and ice cream and caramel. Just all drizzled on top. Flambéed into perfection. Probably a bronze medal. Yeah, that's okay. All we need are bronzes to proceed. We actually don't need silvers in this particular area.
Well, Chef, you certainly...
Cup of Liberty, your screen name makes me think of Helldivers because that's something that they say from time to time.
Keep in mind...
How's about a nice cup of liberty? It's something they say and I love it.
One day, though.
Let me get caught up on chat. Level 14, by the way, that's pretty impressive. That's a pretty impressive. That's a pretty high level campaign. Pretty high level character. Presumably all characters that level. It's a high level campaign. Liberty Red. Oh, was running it. That's cool. That's cool. Embrace the nonsense. Yeah, we have similar people in our groups that we typically play with, where if they are in the party, they will be serious when they need to be serious, but they will look for opportunities to add some chaos. Which, yeah, you just have to embrace it or try to roll with it. Special pastries, really? Oh, I think you did tell me about that, Arctic, yes. Food truck serving creme brulee. Yeah, I don't know if I would trust creme brulee from a food truck, although I've only ever had it once, and it was alright. Every time I see something new at a food truck, well, I mean, in this game, there's all kinds of nonsense, all kinds of nutty stuff. Like, let me just order an entire cake or some sashimi at a food truck. Some of it makes sense, but escargot, I don't know, man. I'm not sure about escargot out of a food truck. And oh, Alias, thank you for that raid, bud. Oh man, I was just starting to get caught up on chat. Then Alias comes and slaps me in the ass with a big old raid. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Mr. Alias. A friend to the channel and a friend to humanity in general. Thank you, my friend. Very generous. Yeah, we had the impatient customers that previous round. We're playing more Cook Serve Delicious. This game, of course, is very good, but it is also quite challenging, and it is. I think I've like gotten pretty good at it, but we are approaching the end game. We still have quite a long ways to go. We have to wrap up this territory we're in. Then after that, there's 3 territories remaining out of 11. So, and I'm assuming the last couple are going to be doozies for sure. Impatient customers. Oh, did I say inpatient as opposed to outpatient? Yeah, they have to stay the night in our food truck. Or for this food surgery we're committing. What's up, Jed? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, I'm getting caught up. I fell way behind in chat that round. Food truck sushi? Yeah, food truck sushi, I don't know. I mean, I guess sushi is one thing. Sashimi, I'd be a little bit hesitant about, though. Not so sure about that one. Alright, now I'm just about caught up. Spicy rolls, that kind of thing. It actually sounds kind of nice. I will warn anybody coming in that this game will make you hungry. Doesn't matter how recently you've eaten. If you watch this game for more than a couple minutes, you'll start to get hungry. Especially once we get the next round going. It is from Helldivers, though? Yes. It's a good fucking game, man. That's a good game. Not one I've played in a while, but as far as like co-op, like arcade-esque shooters, it's a pretty fun one. Like shooter adventure games, it's pretty fun. Getting the flow state. Yes, Sunflower. If you've played this game before, you know exactly how it goes. You kind of have to, you have to establish a feel for this game. I remember Awful World said you almost have to like kind of turn part of your brain off and play by feel versus like overthinking. You have to kind of get muscle memory. You have to just enter this zen state where you are like water. That's some good stuff. Yeah, Helldivers is some good stuff, by the way. But Alias, thank you again for that raid. Good to see you, bud. This game is muscle memory. Yes, yeah, as you've seen before. Alias, you were doing some Noita together. I was lurking. I was being a sneaky lurky boy. But then I saw you switch over to Risk of Rain 2, which made me very envious because I love Risk of Rain 1, and I saw that they are doing like a remastering of sorts of Risk of Rain 1, so that they have I think they're probably going to add some new stuff in the game. More importantly, they're going to clean up multiplayer, because multiplayer in Risk of Rain 1 was a very hard thing to get working. So I'm excited for that. But I've never played 2. I've never played Risk of Rain 2, and that's on my definitely on my list of games that I think I would potentially lose myself in. So I'm glad to see you're getting into that game. Oh, I think I've heard you talk about it before. I don't know if you streamed it before, but I know you've played it before. Which is fantastic. Risk of Rain 1 Remastered. Yeah, I mean, I love that first one so much. That's a hard-ass game, and I didn't beat it with all characters yet. It's a few characters I've yet to beat the game as. You 100% them both, Sunflower? God dang, that's impressive. Hamachi, oh my god. Yeah, Alias remembers. I like to think that that society has improved a lot over those years, because yes, those were some dark times. I recognize now with Steam's built-in multiplayer thing where you can play any multiplayer game through like its online system. I recognize that Steam has made it a lot easier to play Risk of Rain 1 with multiplayer, but having it be built in sounds much more appealing, honestly. But yeah, offline games. So yeah, you've played the shit out of it. I really want to get into it, and I'm a little bit worried it'll like take over my life, but that's a life taking over experience I think I would embrace wholeheartedly. So let's do salads. Maybe I should actually do sashimi. Sashimi is something I don't have as much experience with in this game. Let's make just a really weird food truck if possible. A little bit hesitant to do king potatoes. I might put sushi in here. We'll definitely do chicken tikka. Gosh, it's either 1, 3, or 0s or 5s. There's no middle ground. We'll do one of those, and I guess I'll put sushi in there for now. It means we can go pretty easy on special order foods, which is good. So we already did borscht. Let's do oysters and escargot. How's this for a really, really weird food truck? Chicken tikka masala. This is actually a food I've never heard of before. It's from South Africa, apparently, but coexistor, if I'm pronouncing it right. Sushi and sashimi and oysters and escargot from a food truck. Of course, this game is in a post-apocalyptic setting, so that makes it get extra weird as well. Yeah, very, very weird. What's up, Splatcake? What's the king potato? I'll actually show you the king potato. It's pretty tough, I think. For me, it's one of the hardest in the game. I can do a quick practice. By the way, Alias, before I get too ahead of myself, and I'll ask this of Sunflower as well, do either of you, since you both have rated me recently, do either of you have any clips you'd like to show from your streams? Because Sunflower, Raccoon, as well as AliasBot hit us with some very generous raids. Least I can do is ask if there's any things I can show off of your creation, of your streams. Is there any content you'd like to show off? Or, better than that, if there's any streams coming up that you're excited about. Like if there's any cool streams coming up or any games you're getting into that you're excited about in the near future. Yeah, the king potato is pretty involved, and it's, well, very kingly, very royal. A very regal potato, if there ever was one. The good news is that the last 3 ingredients are always the same. It's just the question is there chili? And is there jalapenos? Is there ham? That kind of thing. So, like, there's always... Oh, they didn't want beef. They wanted broccoli. Sour cream, cheese, and chives. And then ham sometimes. Jalapenos, bacon, bacon and olives. They always want bacon and olives for sure. And usually they want sour cream and cheese and chives. So, like, some of it you can kind of muscle memory out, but a lot of it you have to read and try to be a little bit careful about. This is practice mode, so they're pretty patient right now. But they get very not patient when you get into the game proper, so that's a pretty tough one. Gotta do some food stuff, man. Absolutely, absolutely, Alias. Oh, that's right, the video. Yeah. You did. I saw that in the in your description, I think, or in the title. Yeah, I got a new video. That's fantastic. Oh, I'll have to check that shit out then. 3 hours on the thumbnail alone. Gosh, thumbnail creation is can be such a slog, and for what can sometimes be very little gain, but like a really good, attractive thumbnail makes such a big difference sometimes. Got the video, fantastic. Thank you, Elias. That's what I love to see. Yes, any kind of thing to shout out for all the hard work you guys do, for this content you make, because I do very much encourage, I do very much encourage self-promotion, especially when it comes from people who are fellow content creators who just rated us, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's a stuffed potato, exactly. It was a lot of fun. Alias is a good fucking dude, man. He's a good homie. Got the thumbnail. Oh, yes, actually, yes, I do want to view that. Yeah, I'll pop that out as well, real quick. Dreams come true regarding the patches. I mean, that was one thing that, oh, they went all, but yeah. That I know Dunk would always say, it's like he always had a wish list of, like, just if it could just be bug fixes, you know, I would take that at a moment's notice. And they actually fixed, I think, everything that was on his, like, bug fixing wish list, short of honest to goodness, you know, new content, obviously. So that was a very pleasant surprise. I was not sure we would ever see the day, but was glad to be wrong. So rice, and then salmon, and then mayonnaise, and asparagus, and then fried crab. And we cut that shit up. And I'm actually gonna do maybe one more round of that in a moment. So surf clam, octopus, wasabi, and then shrimp, tuna, and scallops. All right. Some of these going real quick. So we went fairly easy on ourselves for the gosh. Went fairly easy on ourselves for the holding station items. Okay, so dropped a few of them, which is unfortunate, but otherwise we're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna make some more sushi real quick. Asparagus and fried crab. So yeah, we didn't quite have enough to get everything in one sitting. But from here on out, like, it's nice and easy. So we went easy for ourselves for holding station items and made special orders a little bit tricky. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but I think we'll be able to lean on that trade-off for the remainder of this in-game day that we're in. So I think we'll be okay.
We're almost there.
Alright, so rice and salmon, then mayo, asparagus, and crab. I think I'm gonna have enough spaces. Yeah, we're running out of space here. Sesame and shrimp, wasabi and asparagus. I'll cut it up. Okay, so salmon, mackerels, M, not K. Tuna, surf clam, urchin, octopus, tuna and scallop. All right. Oh, I fucked that up already. Sea bream too. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've already screwed it up. Crap, I'm still gonna drop some of these, unfortunately. Yeah, so I dropped 3 of them. That's a shame. I just can't go fast enough for all these. It's like I need to get quick with my hands. We will need more sushi indeed. Carrots, mayo, wasabi, and asparagus. There we go. Nice thing about sushi is that it's available immediately. So you don't have to wait for things to cook. It is ready to go from a moment's notice. Tuna is tea. Yeah, sushi is time consuming to make, but you get
Nicely done,
it's a very high level complexity food, so you get a lot of kind of like credit in your credit for your menu when you put sushi on your menu. And as you're leveling up your food truck, certain aspects of it actually make it a little bit easier to work with, which is nice. I'm actually gonna do more sushi now. Oh, and salmon and mayonnaise. I'm gonna spend a little more time on this. Salmon, mackerel, skipjack, tuna. Oh, I did the same thing earlier, yeah. Tuna, scallop. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I screwed it up anyway. I forgot the truffle sauce. So, surf clam, urchin, squid. There we go. There we go, we got there. So only a couple things. I got mildly screwed up that time. That's actually not quite as bad. Get some more these things going.
On it, chef.
Need more sushi once again. Crab is C, shrimp, mayonnaise, asparagus. There we go. We need, actually we have enough of the coexisters, so we're good there. Shrimp is C, shrimp, mayonnaise, asparagus. I don't know if I did that one right. We did, okay, good. I was losing faith. Number carrots, crab, wasabi, and tuna. And then it's gonna be everything except for the pepper. Salmon, mayonnaise. And just that particular sauce. There we go. Sea urchin, octopus, squid, wasabi. Wow, that's very strange.
Taking care of it, chef.
Put those things in there real quick. Salmon, mackerel, urchin. Oh, surf clam. Forgot that one. Then squid, wasabi, shrimp, scallop. All right. Horseradish. That one is a very rare appearance, honestly. Tuna scallop. Okay. I think we're gonna be just okay this time. Urchin, the squid, shrimp, tuna, ginger. Cool. We're good. Took those things, and we're gonna need more sushi. Oh no, we're actually good on sushi. We just need more of this stuff. They want everything, which makes things nice and easy. That'll be... We need one more order of these things, then we're all set. But yeah, the race, the Cursed Halo race was super close. Lots of back and forth, and it was just a fun time despite the technical issues. I'm keeping my ear to the ground to see if there's any updates from Inferno Plus for his next update, because allegedly on Twitter he was saying he was making some more changes. So I'll be curious to see if he's got any more updates planned. Some tortilla chips, very nice. Arctic, I overheard you saying the other day that you recently have learned how, only recently learned how to make your own tortilla chips, and that your girlfriend called you a gringo for not knowing how to do it, which made me smile actually, because I find that when used correctly, that can be a term of endearment actually. So I know it is oftentimes, something that is levied as a not so flattering term, but it means you're trying though, Arctic. It means you're trying to learn. Playing mouse only would be a disaster. I mean, you can of course do inputs via mouse, but yeah, just using the keyboard shortcuts is so much easier. I imagine for people who play games a lot on console or with controller play might be nice for them, but I don't play games with controllers terribly often, and when I do, it depends on the console. So if I see a prompt that says press the X button, well, the X button is in a bunch of different places for a bunch of different controllers, so it'd be a little bit harder for me at least. But some people might flourish with controller input. Mayonnaise American, that is extremely accurate. That is extremely accurate. So we did hamburger earlier. We could do it again. We did deluxe nachos earlier. We did sushi. Seeing a lot of potential for repeats, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think I will do exactly one of these. Maybe I should do ramen. I don't do ramen very often. It's kind of intimidating. But let's do that one. And then let's do some threes. Let's do chow mein. Do we do soup earlier? Do spaghetti, and then let's do soup. What do you mean you're in soup? Let's do ice cream scoops, and we have two to choose. Let's do, we did both of these, so I guess I'll do the fish. Yakizakana, if that's how you pronounce it. 18-point menu. The ramen I'm a little bit worried about, but I think it'll be okay. It's mostly the same ingredients. There's only a few differences per order, but those few differences can be tricky. Bibimbap is actually less complicated than you might think.
Good to see you, chef.
Although it is extremely intimidating when you see the list of things that you have to use to make it. So, and then baby corn, then carrots, and then mushrooms, and oil, and then beef.
Hang on.
They're gonna try to hack us, but they will fail.
Really? That's the best you've got?
Oh, I fucked up the soup. Broccoli, then celery, and then green beans, then broccoli again. So, broth, and bow tie noodles, oil, and chicken. Oh, I fucked that up already. Celery, green beans, and broccoli. Cool. We should be good there, tilapia. Alright. Red snapper, you got it. So ramen and oil, then bacon and MB shoots. I can't remember what that stands for. Stands for something, probably. They wouldn't just make shit up now, would they? Chasu, and then the shoots. Mackerel, albacore, tilapia. And then mackerel. Cool.
Cooking and serving.
This one's ready. Chocolate and Rocky Road. Alright, nice and easy. Ramen's coming in hot. Get the MB shoots, get this thing. The mussel is M, nori, and then sesame seeds. Not so shabby. See, it wasn't so bad, right? Get some corn, hardcore corn. Get some boiled eggs, some mussel, some scallions, salt and pepper, and alright, there we go. Slightly impatient customers. Impatient customers, as Agasa heard me say. This is one of those things where I usually tell people where if I say something normal, but it sounded like I said something else,
Watching you work, chef.
and the thing that it sounded like I said was funnier, just assume that I said the funnier thing. Because my goal as a content creator is to be entertaining. I don't need to be correct. I don't need to be good at games. I don't need to be,
We are nearing the next
you know,
stop.
grammatically correct or anything. I just want to be entertaining. So if I'm saying something, even if it's very wrong, if it is more funny or pleasurable to your face or your ears, or both, then we'll go with that. Broth, celery, carrots, and lentil. Here we go. Albacore and salmon, and then spicy pork and bacon. Mahi mahi. Then red snapper, the reddest of snappers. And kasu and oh gosh, we have a lot of these coming in, which I'm a little bit nervous about. Praline, get the butter pecan, of course. And spicy pork. Oh, and then this thing. Cool. Butter is you. This, and then this. Cool. Bam! So that, and then corn, egg, mussel, scallions, pepper, and that thing. This real quick. Boiled egg, this, and then salt and pepper. Bam. And cabbage is C, corn, egg, mussel, and togarashi. There we go. Pork, cabbage, egg, scallions. There we go. SMR. All right, yeah. Now we're just slapping out the spaghetti. So I'm just typing the letters SMR over and over again. It's been actually not too bad so far. Not too bad. Carrots, mushrooms, oil, beef.
Ready for the next stop?
Nice lentil. Some nice lentil soup. I think. And that should do it. Yeah, there we go. Kasu and shrimp. Snapper and red snapper and albacore. And pork. Salmon and mackerel. And pork and bacon. Pork and kakuni. These shoots and shrimp, alright. These things are working. I think we'll need one more of something. It's gonna be more soup. Alright, yeah, we're good. This real quick. Whoops, wrong button. I think I fucked it up a little bit. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button and grabbed it too early. Corn egg. Yep. Corn egg mussel in this thing. Egg, Some salt and pepper. There we go.
We got this, chef.
This one going. Pork and bacon, butter, kamaboko, and nori, and sesame seeds. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm like trying to go really fast and not read everything in too detailed of a sense. It's veggie chow mein. Broth and chicken noodles. Chicken and the nudes. Always down for the chicken nudes. And potato. Alright, so we should be good there. Kakuni. Bluefin. Mahi. Tilapia. And albacore. Waffle and close it. Alright, so the waffle cones are gonna be the first things to come up. Dip it, and they want the 2 vanillas.
Taking care of it, chef.
Rocky in the butter. And scallions, then togarashi. Then corn, kamaboko, and togarashi. Alright, I think we are squarely in the realm of getting a silver medal that time. That was not the bestest, but I think we did alright. Yeah, we got a silver. We'll take it. Get him, Cleaver. Yeah, earlier on when she was taunting the most, that was because we had the reinforcements to block hacking attacks. So they tried to hack us, but they couldn't hack it together. So we managed to ward them off. Oh, I only had the 1 screw up. That was almost a gold medal, actually. Well, damn. I thought there was at least 1 other fuck up, but we did alright, actually. You only use a wok. Enough oil for 4 chips at a time. Only have enough. Right, that's a fair point too. Yeah, so it's like you probably are able to resist the urge to make a fuck ton. Yeah, mindful serving, so you're not making like a gigantic blob of them like I would, because I would very much want to make a gigantic blob. Get a bigger wok. There you go, but maybe more oil though. Yeah. Elgaso with a ChatGPT redemption. Let's do this real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's like Prostitute Mickey all over again. I love it. Well, except no, in Prostitute Mickey, he never committed murder, but he was the victim of several crimes. So that's a ridiculous, a very ridiculous YouTube series that I, for some reason, enjoy way more than I ought to, honestly. Now, Arctic, didn't she also call you a grain cook because you didn't realize for tamales you're not supposed to eat the husk, the corn husk? It makes sense, but I would have done the same thing. I would have committed the same faux pas, and I would have had no idea. So I would have embarrassed myself as well. Yes, first murder, exactly. There's more where that came from. You don't want it to get up and walk away. Took a bite of the husk. She was like, no. Yeah. I would have done the same thing. Same with, oh, what is it? It's, they look like green beans. They're like, but they're not. They look like green beans, but they are not. And they're usually an appetizer. Does anybody know what I'm talking about here? Edamame. It's similar with edamame. You're not supposed to eat, yeah, Arctic knew exactly it. You're not supposed to eat the shell or the husk. And I didn't know that, so the first time I had edamame, I was like, wow, this is really chewy. And then someone was like, Alex, you're supposed to pop the little beans out. It's like, see, this is why you need to tell me this shit. Because otherwise, I will just assume you're supposed to eat the whole damn thing. I'll never doubt you again, I'm sorry. Let's do gyros, and actually, we just did spaghetti. So we'll do that and probably that. I'm a little bit hesitant to put cannoli and poutine and gyros on the menu, although these are holding station items. Well, actually, that's actually part of the problem, because gyros and cannoli and deluxe poutine, they need to be made per order. We can't just serve them in batches, unfortunately. So I think I actually will. I'm gonna go a little easy on myself, so to speak. Also, let it be known, this is the... Actually... No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna go pretty easy on ourselves. Veal marsala. I could switch off the gyro for spaghetti, but I kind of want to have something that's a little bit tricky here, and gyros I could use more experience with, so let's go with that. Oh, I've never seen it playing chess before. ChatGPT playing chess. Gotham Chess on YouTube has some videos of it. Interesting. Birthday stream, White Flare. You know what? I was just talking about that earlier. I'm not 100% sure. I will not be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday, which is to say in an hour and a half, it will be my birthday. Here in Central Time, at least. But I won't be streaming tomorrow, and the Thursday stream will be like probably just a regular stream. Well, you know what? Actually, maybe I could, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something special Thursday. I might do a stream Friday. I don't typically stream on Fridays, but I might do a stream on Friday and have that be our birthday stream. I'll mention it, I'll like talk about it more in detail in the Discord server. For anybody curious, you can join my Discord server. Anybody can join it. It's not subscriber only. The link to it is in that little link tree page there. It has all my links, but yeah, I might do something Friday. I'll be busy most of the day Saturday, but I might do a Friday stream. I'm kicking around a couple ideas. I might do some kind of corruption stream. There's a bunch of shitpost games I've been just sitting on for a while. I could always play through some of those. And also, I really enjoyed the crowd control streams. I might do one of those again at some capacity. Maybe play hentai weed puzzles. Well, we do know the game is lacking hentai and weed, so it probably would be pretty harmless as far as hentai games go. Perhaps the most harmless of any hentai games that could be played on stream. Or at least on this platform. There's some less than savory platforms that are like, hell yeah, brother, play anything and say anything and commit any acts you want to. We don't care. And then it's like, oh boy. Advertisers are gonna have a field day with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I flattened that correctly. I think they always want all the things every single time. So meat, lettuce, onions, red cabbage, tomatoes, sometimes tzatziki. Oh, fuck! I always do that. Didn't take long for me to screw that up. Yeah, to not put French fries when they don't want it. Not French fry when they do not want the French fries. French fry when you're supposed to pizza. So I see we're out of tiramisu. I fucked it up. There we go. There we go. They always want both things, which is good. Want some tiramisu? Yeah. That actually would be kind of nice. I was talking to Grace the other day. She was asking me if I wanted a cake or something like that for my birthday. And I told her that, honestly, cake is not really my kind of thing, usually. Although she did say she had a really good cake the other day that I am kind of curious about. But I'm usually kind of so-so on cake, but what I should have said was, let's look up how to make tiramisu. Because I think it's pretty tough. I think it's not easy. But I think the two of us together could make it together. I think we can make it happen. Oh, I fucked that up. Try that again. Oh, they didn't want carrots. Not wanting carrots in your soup? Come on, man. Life's too short. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you cannot over flatten it, thankfully. Which is good. Eat tomatoes, French fries. There we go. Oh, they didn't want feta cheese in that one, though. I screwed it up. There we go. Only a couple small mistakes that time. Oh, fuck. I did the same thing. Yeah, no feta cheese in that one. I screwed it up. Bunch of poutine just went bad. Actually going to kill... Actually, well...
Almost there.
I think we just have a lot of orders. We just have a lot of orders because I don't have enough room on my holding station. On my holding stations to make all these things. And nothing's about to go bad or run out. So I don't have any obvious slam dunks for things to make room. Oops. And now we have room for things. Let's do some more tiramisu. And then And some more of this stuff. There we go. We should be good from here on out. We have 2 more stops after this. What is the fucked up tiramisu if not just more tiramisu? I guess it's
That was good.
probably
Now do
not
it
the
again.
worst thing in the world to screw up a tiramisu, because I mean, yeah, you can just like probably mix it back into itself and try again. I guess that's not a bad point. I just worry about like how temperamental it might be to bake it, that kind of thing. But I mean, I've never tried. I've really never seen what goes into it. I just assume with how like delicate it is and how rather it's such an elegant dish, I just assume it's more complicated than my usual cooking pay grade. But yeah, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Maybe I should not be so so easily intimidated. Lots of things are going bad all at once. Going badge. Actually, for that matter.
Cooking and serving.
Some more of that stuff, and then also some of this. Carrots and garlic. All right. Bunch of these things to make. Everything else is getting ready. Need more of this stuff though, the Monsieur. Yep. Bam. No feta cheese in that one, remember Alex, no feta cheese, but yes, feta cheese in that one, but no french fries. No Frenchy fries. Time they won both. Yeah, it seems like everything else I usually do a pretty good job at, but french fries and feta cheese throw me off, because one begins with the letter F, the other one does not, and the act of folding requires the letter F. That screws me up too. Which is in a separate tab. Carrots. Oh, no carrots in that one. Crap. Screw that up. That's what I did earlier. Bacon, carrots, and garlic. There we go. I've actually never had veal marsala. I've never had any kind of veal before. Is it like as super fancy as I assume it is? Because I assume it's like super fancy. Also, more things went bad. I just heard that noise. Oops. Noise I usually don't like to hear.
Will do, chef.
Meat lettuce. There we go. Oh, out of poutine. Slap that together really quick. Also, we just must run out. Or it went bad that quickly, but I think we just ran out. There we go. Not too bad. I think that was a silver for sure. Silver medal most likely. Augustus aside, I'll have the cake. Yeah, when Gracie went to hang out with one of her friends for her, as like
Hey,
a belated
Chef, that's
birthday
all
shindig
right.
last night,
maybe you can just
one of the
try
things that she
a
said is
little
that
bit
her
harder
friend
next time.
actually shared with her a
There's
piece of her
always room
birthday
for
cake. It was like a really
improvement,
cool
Chef, but
strawberry cake
we could
with like
never be more
pureed
proud
frozen
of you.
strawberries.
Yeah.
She said it was really cool
we
and,
could be-
and like much better than
we
any
could
kind
be
of
more
strawberry
proud
cake she'd
of you.
had before.
We
There's a lot of
definitely
cake, like store-bought
be more
cakes are
proud.
just kind of so-so, but I mean, I have had some pretty unique homemade cakes, so maybe we can make something kind of fun and clever. But I tend to avoid just like the standard stuff. The paper thin veal, yeah, if I can mash it more. What's up, Straight Halo? Yeah, I don't think I've ever had veal before in any way, shape, or form. People being upset if it's not folded. Yeah, if it's not folded, or if you serve coffee without the sleeve. Because Sunflower, you've played this game before, so you probably know how this game goes. Like, you know, you miss a seemingly simple step, and people will be so upset. Just fold it yourself, man. How hard could it be? Exactly. It's called a croque monsieur. Yeah, I don't know how to... I'm probably mispronouncing it, but yes. I've never had it, and I've never heard about it until I played this game. Are you gonna not eat it? Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not undercooked, obviously. If it's overcooked, I mean, I would still eat it. I would be fearless. It's a dangerous place. Well, it's definitely a post-apocalyptic place, which on its own makes it dangerous. How are they eating it? Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm just assuming they have like some kind of double airlock system where we place the food in a little holding station and then we seal it and then they like unseal it on their end and they like decontaminate it or something. I'm assuming that the hazmat people know something I don't, because all I gotta do is give them the food and that's up to them to figure out what happens there. Yeah, it's like calf meat, right? It's tender, but it's not super expensive. Veal Parmesan sub is pretty familiar. That's good to know. Splatter cake. You are a cake, Splatter cake. Also, Hydrant, thank you, Straight Halo. I promise I will not eat you for my birthday, Splatter cake. I'm not that kind of dude. I'm not the kind of streamer who eats his viewers, unless they pay me right. Unless the price is right. Blend it together and suck it through a straw. Yeah, do the little holes in the hazmat suit for them to breathe through. What's up, Alex? Mediocre sushi. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Mediocre sushi after a long wait. Was it like from a nice restaurant at least, or was it kind of sus from the get-go? I haven't had sushi in a long time. I will spare you the details, but I had a very unpleasant sushi experience years ago that kind of scared me away from it. It's a shame because I liked sushi before the incident, but it was a food poisoning incident that was not a good one. And we were talking about food poisoning earlier. Arctic was the one that put me in the hospital, so not a good time. Not a good time, but I lived to tell the tale. Slight charring is okay. I mean, yeah, if it's a brick, I mean, I like to think I wouldn't fuck it up that bad. Probably. Hopefully I wouldn't embarrass myself to that great a degree. 21 points, by the way. This is a little bit scary. I'm going to start with egg rolls and see if I can fill out 20 points out of these. My options are either egg rolls, maybe chakalaka. I'm thinking like things I can serve en masse. We could do sinigang again. Or Neverin. Actually, let's do that. Let's do Neverin. I haven't done that in a while. Kind of go from there. This is going to be kind of tricky to fill out the special orders. Let's do... I'm a little bit nervous to do souffle. Let's do quesadillas. Let's do pork loins. Those are not too bad. Fresh fish we did earlier. Let's do milkshakes. Not too bad. A little bit hesitant to do iced Americanos. But actually, we can probably get away with small things from here on out. Let's do chicken Kiev. We did Zrazi earlier. Let's do king cake. We need 5 more points, so 2 and a 2 and a 1, or some 1s and a 3. Let's do pot pie, and then these 2. Not too bad. The milkshakes aren't too bad. Neverin isn't too bad either. Quesadillas, pork loins aren't too bad. This is, as a whole, not too bad of a menu. 2 stops. It's gonna be a little bit spicy. I think we can handle it though. So, oh really? So it was actually from like an honest to goodness sushi belt, which sounds really nice. I've never actually like gotten to witness the sushi belt thing in person. There's a place here in St. Louis that does something kind of like that. They also apparently do really cool brunches on weekends, so that's been recommended to me.
Show me what you got.
I think, is it also... I'm trying to think, is dim sum also like a similar kind of system? Where it's not like necessarily a like an honest to goodness. Trying to go a little bit faster. Oh, I still screwed that up. It's not like an honest to goodness belt necessarily, but like some kind of similar delivery system. But I've never had dim sum either, for that matter. My life has been a sad and meaningless facsimile without experiencing dim sum. According to many of my friends, they've said that dim sum is quite a nice experience, and I do not doubt them. They want literally everything. The cat's pajamas. The cat's pajamas, never in. Some ice and milk, and then strawberries, and the scoops. I forgot to cover it. They're gonna be so sad. There we go. I'm out of the stuff. Crap. Oh, I fucked it up. Crap. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to kill this one. I'm gonna have to mercy kill it because I realized the situation I had placed myself in. Let's try that again. I need to do a better job of keeping up with the holding stations because that's gonna become a problem. Dim sum is more a la carte. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've never seen dim sum in person. I've only had people describe it to me. I just have a very clearly incorrect idea of what it looks like. Get a bunch more of this if we can. Oh, they really want everything, don't they? That makes my job way easier.
We are nearing the next stop.
Boomerang. Feeling a lot stronger this time. We're off to a much easier start, although they gave us a much easier collection of things. Yeah, much easier collection of orders at the very start for those holding stations. The holding station foods were a lot easier to put together. Strawberries and vanilla. Cover it.
Will do, chef.
This milk and then chocolate and then hard and then vanilla and then cover it. All right, cool. Okay, this one. It's the glaze. It's the icing. It's the icing. I still screwed up something on that.
Taking care of it,
So
chef.
asparagus, and then peas, potatoes, turnips, bay leaf, and beef. I still screwed up something. Prune, the wrapping seasoning. Alright, so we still need... Actually, that should be enough, right? I think that'll be enough. So we still dropped a number of orders, but I think we're still okay. Yeah, just enough. Alright, time to make a bunch more then. So we're gonna need all the help we can get to prepare. So it's gonna be a gigantic blob of people for the next batch. Oh, this is the big one. I can just turn my brain off, press all the buttons. I like when I can do that. Turn my brain off and press all the buttons. Okay. Yeah, we need a whole bunch more still.
Incoming food truck.
I still fucked it up.
Trying to hack us. You know what? You're the hack.
Got him. Sick burn. Battle Chow, that's a good name. Asparagus, potatoes, tomato, leaf and beef. Alright, cool. I think we're good. Forgot I had these things on the menu. Chocolate bits, cookie crumbs, and then mint, and then cover it. Cut, and then this one, rapid season. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna get all of it. Okay. So I'm not gonna get all these. Oh. There we go. I think we'll have enough to kind of squeak by. Oh, I pressed that way too early. We'll have enough to squeak by for the remainder
Cooking and
of this particular
serving.
stop, because yeah, we got more cooking, so we should be okay. There's no rapid season. A little bit spicy, and oh god, I pressed my button a couple times there. Well, as always, we don't need to like blow any minds. We just need to get enough for a bronze. Bronze medals are all I'm after here. Welcome back, nerds. You were the guy in the Half-Life. Yeah, the hazmat suit. Appropriate that somebody with Half-Life in the screen name would be all about Half-Life. Would be all about hazmat suits. Like you. There he is. There he goes. Good to see you, nerds. Is it a food truck? It's a food semi. Somebody pointed out one time how impossible it must be to have all the accoutrements and all the tools and cleaning apparatuses
Not
to
bad.
serve all this food to this many
Not
people.
bad.
Because we would need so many, I guess, presumably automated dishwashing machines and things to contain all the sauces and enough grill space to grill all the food and some kind of automated cleaning service thing to clean off the surfaces of the grills and clean out the dishes. And it's just, there's no way for it. Would have to be like some kind of food truck limo that just like stretch food truck that just goes on for miles, because it's ridiculous. Can you make skittled? Can you make skittled? Is that like a particular thing? I've never heard of skittled before, unless you mean the candies. It's a food train. There you go. Yeah. How do you fit all this thing in one place? Yeah. Can you make Skittles? I would imagine there probably is a way to do it. Yeah, if there's a way to make the candies, there probably is a way. Oh, it's gonna be random this time. That's spicy. I need a lot of points. All right, let's do a random 3. Can I just do 2s and call it a day, or do I need to be... Actually, this isn't too bad. I'll just do a couple 3s. It's random. It's all random, so I have no idea what it's gonna be. Actually, I'm gonna pussy out and go with 2s still. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do 0s. I'm gonna do a couple 3s here. I'll make it a 1. Trying to balance it out, because I'm nervous about having a single holding station item that takes a ton of time to make. Oh, cool! Sunflower transforms into a train. A bus that transforms into a train. Yo, leave it to Tom Scott to make some very wild and entertaining and educational videos all the damn time. We need lots of additives. What's up, Who Guru? Yeah, I'm assuming for, like, there probably are recipes online for, like, how to make imitation this one thing. Obviously, the official Skittles recipe is probably kept under lock and key. But there's, usually you can find recipes to, like, try your darndest at making, like, an imitation thing of some variety. Some well-known food from a restaurant or dessert or candy or type of cookie or something like that. Usually people have found ways to mostly reverse engineer it. These motherfuckers ordering beans, by the way. Ordering beans and only beans, in some cases, from a food truck. This motherfucker ordering beans. Mustard and that and that. That's... And the radish. Spices and the hot sauce.
Order up.
Oh, I forget that part too. And the espresso going. It's for an Americano. Gotta go quick though. Iced Americano is quick. The ginger sauce. Traditional Nugget.
Order up.
Apparently this is also on the menu. This is news to me, but okay. Iced espressos have really quick timing. Gotta be real fast. Mustard. Ginger is G. Yes, it is. And then okra. All right, not too bad. Let's make some more beans then. We got lots more ahead of us. We have only one more stop though, so actually isn't too bad. Beans as the holding station food was kind of based because it's easy to serve in mass and easy to like make a gigantic blob of them.
Incoming food truck.
And they're gonna fail to hack us, probably, hopefully.
Am I supposed to be worried?
Yeah, we have the hacking protection, so we are in good shape. Jalapenos, there we go. King Lobster.
On it, chef.
And the onions, there we go. Bam! That means they're happy. And they know it. Lobster. Another king lobster there. Boneless. And boneless. Butter sauce. Spicy chicken is gonna be S. Nice barbecue. Toss that shit. Spices, hot sauce, and toss that shit. There we go. I should not probably be referring to a customer's food as that shit, but nobody has to know. The customer has to be none the wiser. This might have been a perfect day, because I don't think we dropped anything. Watch me screw up this final one. That last order, wouldn't that be embarrassing? Triple trailer semi. Got a gold medal, baby. We'll take it. That'd be impressive. Oh, it's got like multiple like layers somehow. Oh my god, that'd be ridiculous. Beans only is based. Agreed. Beans only food truck. Well, I mean, we served other things, but that was like clearly the main holding station thing, was to be slinging beans like it was no one's business. Don't judge the bean, boys. There's not a lot of cybernetics. There are robots. We do have our 2 robot waifus. Of course, we don't really see them a whole lot. We hear them a lot, but we don't see them a lot outside of the cutscenes. But we do have 2 robot waifus that help us out. We have our driver and our enforcer slash server. She enforces by murdering food trucks when they attack us, but also serves to customers. Cyberpunk level like just like quick reflexes. I would imagine if this was, if we could like see the cook, like see the chef in this game, because in our case we just press buttons and it's all shortcuts and it's nice and easy, but for him he's having to like put meat on the grill, take it off, put it on the bun, squirt the sauce on it, throw the pickles on. Like there's to be a lot of hand movement, so yeah, it would be just a blur. It's like in Dragon Ball Z where they're like fighting so quickly, the untrained eye can't even keep up because they're like moving so quickly. So it would just be a blur of food being slathered everywhere. Pinto beans, lobster, and fried chicken from a food truck. Or he's got the Doc Ock. Yeah, he's got the 8 fucking tentacle arms going ham at a moment's notice. I like that theory a lot more, honestly. It disgusted me. The weakness of my flesh from making this food. Yeah, I'm imagining Doc Ock with like a chef's hat on and a chef outfit. 8 foods required, so this one isn't going to be particularly silly. Just we need foods. So I'm not going to do anything too silly. Let's do some fun things like that guy. Let's get garden salad. I'll make it a little bit spicy. Let's do. I haven't done pasta salad in a while. Let's do pasta salad. And then satay in a while. We'll do that one. Do a little bit hesitant to do gelato. That's a little bit more involved sometimes, but usually it's not too bad. Onigiri is always nice. Oh, it's all special orders. I just noticed it's all special orders. That's why they're being nice to us. Do that one. Soda float. Let's do something a little bit tricky. Let's do maybe tostadas. Tostadas are a little bit tricky. Let's do tostadas. We got one spicy one on there. A bunch of them are easy. We got one spicy one. There's a new series, Doo-Doo Dad. It's good to see you, by the way, buddy. The Doo-Doo Father. It's good to see you, bud. Mandalore's doing some cool stuff. Yeah, I know he's really big into the Warhammer stuff, right? Warhammer Fantasy, which is separate from 40K, obviously. My only indulgence with anything Warhammer related is Vermintide. I've played a lot of well, not a lot, but I played a decent bit of Vermintide 1. I liked it a lot, but of course there's Vermintide 2, and I am very out of the loop. I've not played it at all. I think I actually got it in a Humble Bundle a while back. Whoops. So it's kind of on my radar, but only very loosely. Berry soda, and then the whip and the lid.
We're almost
Well,
there.
and the meats. Vanilla, and the berries, and the whip and lid. There we go. The beans, and then the black beans, and the sour cream. Oh, whoops. I pressed the wrong button. I was like, man, why can't I switch out from this? What am I doing? Some meat, and then onions. Alright, nice and easy. So much dongo. So much dang old dongo.
You were the best chef ever. Congratulations.
We're gonna need more of everything, honestly. Stick cucumbers. There we go. Vanilla and lime, wrap lid. Then melon, vanilla, cherry and lid. It's not wrap, but it's whipped cream and lid. Flatten cheese and fold. Beer whip and lid. Well, and then brisket, which is R. I don't think I've actually done that one before. Flatten and then cheese, then fold. Vanilla and the berry and the whip and lid. I remember the last time I had a soda float.
We got this, chef.
Hope I screwed something up on that one though. They were none too happy about that. Brisket and then tomato and the corn. All right, we got there. So let's do more of this. I think we're gonna need garden salad and more potato salad. Screw and cucumbers and grapes and tomato and broccoli and parmesan. There we go, just in the nick of time. There's the pork, tomato, corn, whoops, and mozzarella. Okay, I fucked that up a little bit. Brisket, and then lettuce, tomato, and corn. They said they wanted cheese. I gave them mozzarella. I mean, mozzarella is cheese. I know they wanted like the Mexican shredded cheese, but come on, who's gonna really know the difference? You really can't tell if you squint your eyes really closely. All cheese kind of looks and feels the same
Nearing the next stop.
after a certain point. Boil in meats, chicken and fold. Boil in meats. Cheese and fold. Oh, I screwed something up with that one. I'm actually not sure what I screwed up there, but they were none too happy. Tomato and black beans could be A. There we go. Cheese and fold. I must have given it the wrong kind of filling. Corn sour cream.
No problem, chef.
Hardcore corn, as always. Corkscrew, cucumbers, grapes, tomato, and then broccoli, and then parmesan. Cool. Seven stops, by the way. This is a pretty thick one.
Cook, serve, delicious.
So bow tie, then grapes and onions. A lot of grapes in these salads, or these pasta salads, which throws me off a little bit. Spinach, and then parmesan, yeah. I'm not offended. You know, I'm not offended by grapes in a pasta salad. It's just not something I really think about as belonging in pasta salad, so it's an adjustment. I've only had I mean, I feel like I've had a number of pasta salads over the years, so I'm not exactly an authority figure, but I like to think I know a thing or two about a thing or two. We're gonna need to make more of those other stuffs. Tomato and black beans. There we go. For the sautés. Yeah, just enough. So I'm gonna make more of this. More pasta salad. Pasta, and then there we go, cucumbers. Yep. Root beers are whipping lid. Vanilla and lime, whipping lid. Refried beans, corn and cheese. Kind of weird to have only refried beans and refried beans is like the main ingredient in a tostada. Like I need some kind of meat in there, usually. But what do I know, right? Far be it for me to judge. Onions and corn and nuts. Then pork, and then fold it. And beans, and then fold it. This motherfucker eating beans in here. Meat, lettuce, and black beans.
Will do, chef.
You keep that stuff in stock, man. Selling out like they're going out of style. Oh, I forgot to put the cherry on there. That's why they were sad earlier. Yeah. Let's make some more pasta salad, methinks. Corkscrew, and cukes, and grapes, and tomats, and brocks, and parms. Lots of things went bad there. In fact, it's gonna go bad too. We have plenty of pasta salad. Oh, crap. That might have been where I screwed up previously. I think cola is the letter O. Vanilla, root beer. Oh, no, orange soda's O. Okay, so I think we're fine. I'm trying to find, there were some orders I'd screwed up earlier, but I'm not sure what I had done wrong. So there's a shortcut somewhere in here that I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to suss out what's incorrect. Cheese and sour cream. Actually trying to like kind of bide my time so I can make some more that stuff. And then make some more of that stuff. And then we should be all set. The remainder of the stop. And then meats and then black beans. Oops. This is the last stop, and oddly enough, there's no orders for pasta salad, which is the most complicated thing we have on the menu. I figured for sure somebody was going to want some, so I'm a little bit hesitant to get too comfortable. Vanilla and lime, and then whip and lid. Refried beans, tomato. Yeah, so in this case, they don't even want anything cooked. They just want all the stuff ready to roll. So no meats or cheese in mind. Or I guess there is the cheese, obviously, but no meats, though. So the final stop is not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. Boop. Need to be able to keep all the lobster. Right, yeah, for the seafood, you need some kind of way to maintain it. And then there's sushi, so you need lots of refrigeration stations. She's done a bunch of those games then, Sunflower. A bunch of the, like, 40k games, yeah. Sounds good, Sunflower. Thank you again for that raid. Thank you again for raiding in and hanging out with us and talking shop with this game, because I can tell you know a lot about this game, and I enjoy this game a lot, even though it kicks my ass. It's an enjoyable ass-kicking. Waifu Max compliment. I would sure hope so. I sure hope so. But thank you again, Sunflower Raccoon, for the very generous raid and just for hanging out with us. Been a pleasure to get to chill with you, homie. Happy birthday from the East Coast. You're correct. It is after midnight in the East Coast. I'm in Central Time. So, and I've been born and raised here, so I can't say, well, I was born in the East Coast, that kind of thing. So it's not my birthday for another 54 minutes. You're in my neck of the woods. Got a cheese badass. Yeah, the people who wouldn't take the mozzarella, but wanted the regular shredded cheese. What's up, Glitter? Overnight salad. There you go. It's from an SNL skit. I can make some assumptions. The beans is the meat. You know what? Beans are a suitable substitute for meat sometimes. If you need like some kind of veggie option. I mean, we made Gracie and I made veggie burgers the other day, and so much of it was black beans and garbanzo beans, and I think also maybe some pinto beans. Maybe it was kidney beans, but also kale and onions and a bunch of other juicy bits. And they were awesome. They turned out very, very good. Hot dogs and an overnight salad. That sounds terrible, actually. Oh my god. The cops are gonna stop it. Right, yeah, when it gives a little final warning, it always gives a little cherries and berries, red and blue alerts, like the police sirens and whatnot. But I think that's just a way to get your attention. I don't think there's ever anything that's a threat. But that is assuming that we are health code compliant. I guess that's the thing. When society crumbles and it's a post-apocalyptic situation, then yeah, health codes might not be like the top of everyone's priority, and much less following up on them and investigating them and auditing them for that matter. Second day of the Zodiac calendar. I guess I don't know what the Zodiac calendar is in that sense, because yeah, I wouldn't think it would be this late into the year. That's interesting. It's less special. Because I know 21st is like the first day of spring, I think. So yeah, the 22nd is a much less sexy day. Now the one thing that is nice about March 22nd that is sexy is that it is also William Shatner's birthday. That's pretty cool. So that's a That alone makes today worth celebrating. Having it also be Super Hobbit Day is nice, but we all know who the real star of the show is when it comes to William Shatner Day happening. It's been refrigerated the whole time, I can promise you this. And then I lean in real close and I go ahead and challenge me. Who's gonna believe you? Who's the authority who's gonna try to who's the authority that's going to second guess me or try to double check my work? Could you point them out to me, please? I usually like to do something a little bit spicy. We already did a hamburger earlier. Let's do this thing. I'll do brownies. Even though the brownies will go bad instantly. I'm the new hot stuff. Are you saying that I'm gonna replace William Shatner? Maybe I need to try to mimic his cadence, his unique manner of speaking. You know, honestly, the one thing I will say about William Shatner, I know he's kind of an easy like joke fella in some way, kind of a punching bag with some of his acting and some of his music ventures from back in the day, some of that goofy stuff. But the one thing I will say about William Shatner, in a positive sense, is like how strangely but refreshingly, what's the word? Existential he's become over the last like year or so, because of course he was in that one rocket project that went to space, the one that was fucking owned by that one fucking horrible person that's gonna be the end of humanity, Jeff Bezos. He was on the, I guess I have to do this part. He was on the ship. He was on the, oh yeah, my brownies went bad already. Trying to go fast, and I'm not doing a good job. There we go. So yeah, he was on that big space program thing, and he got to go to space, and it was a big deal because he was like, oh, he's the guy from Star Trek, so of course it makes sense he would want to go to space. That's cool. And he was all excited because he was like, yeah, man, I've done my whole career about doing cool space shit. Just gonna kill that real quick and make another batch of that stuff. Like, I've made my whole career, like acting career, as like because of like excitement about going to space, and like it's gonna be really cool, and I'm all excited about it. And then he gets to space, and it like makes him like really sad. He talks about how like all this attention at trying to like spend money towards space exploration, like it's like, yeah, that's all nice and fine, but at the end of the day, the thing that's more at greater risk is Earth and all the people on it. He was like, that was what was more important to him, is that realization that like space is nice and all, but it's less of a big deal right now because there's more problems here on Earth that we need to figure out. The brown is going, there we go. Should be good here. Like, you know, he said he saw like outer space, and he saw how dead it was, how like empty and like full of nothing it was. Then he like looked back at Earth and saw life. He saw green forests, he saw blue oceans, and he was like, man, this is like the good shit. This is what we got to focus our attention on. Not this like these bullshit space projects that cost a lot of money and, you know, don't have much discovery. I mean, I guess like the scientific discovery ones are kind of cool, but the ones where it's just private space exploration is so wasteful. And since then, he's done a bunch of interviews where he talked about that. I think he's writing some kind of book, some kind of autobiography or something, and he resisted doing an autobiography for a long time, but he's like realizing, it's like, man, I'm not gonna be, it's like, I'm in my 90s, man, I'm not gonna be here forever. I need to like have something to, you know, something that my kids and like family can look back on as like a written document of my, oh, whoops, that's the wrong kind of sandwich. Something that will be like, that will outlast him, that kind of thing. So he's been like strangely, there we go, yeah, screw that one up. He's been strangely, what's the word I used earlier? Existential as of late. And I mean, I don't want anybody to be sad with existentialism and that kind of thing, but at the same time though, I appreciate his candor and like how like real he's been lately, and how based it was hearing him talk about how, like, you know, all these like bullshit billionaire space program things are so wasteful and so dumb. It's like, yep, fucking tell it how it is, fam. We're gonna need to make more of all these other things. for this. There we go.
That went well. I bet you'll do even better next time.
And then we'll need actually one more round of this stuff. Mussels and shrimp, potatoes and thyme. Celery, Netflix, onion, shrimp, tomatoes mix. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hopefully they're not gonna be too mad about that. That I pressed the wrong button and they're gonna get something that is very undercooked. So things are going bad all at once. So ham, egg, and croissant. There we go. Brownies went bad. No surprise there. Brownies go bad very quickly in this game. Like I should make one more round of this stuff. Bam! That means they're happy. They're happy and they know it. Netflix. There we go. Now we need a bunch more of everything else. Oh, one more round of this. Whoops. Clams, and then mussels, and then potatoes. Time. There we go. Oh my god. Lots of dropped inputs.
Next stop approaching.
Ham and egg and biscuit. Oops. I think we should be able to finish on a pretty good note this stop. Except for the brownies running out. Brownies stay fresh for apparently 12 seconds in this game. But I think we should be in good shape, because everything else we should be able to just kind of line up and knock down pretty easy with the holding stations.
Taking care of it, chef.
Oh, I lied. We did run out of meatloaf. Running out of meatloaf, that's a spankable, punishable offense. I don't want the customer spanking me. It's too early in the evening for that. It's not my birthday yet, too, so I can't call it my birthday spankings. Now we wait for this to get ready, then we're good. Is a timeline where I am the real James T. Kirk. Yeah, like I said, I need to work on my impression of William Shatner. I need to make sure that I'm able to, you know, properly emulate him. If I'm gonna try to be like him, I need to make sure I'm able to do it right. I screwed up that one. Everything's going bad all at once. We need one more of a couple of things. I'm just gonna make more food. The food, not the singer. There's my mom, by the way.
Stop approaching.
He's a horse lover. Yes, that's the other thing too. Yeah, that's the other thing too about Mr. There we go. About Mr. Shatner's. Yeah, he has many horses, which is kind of cool. I think he was also he was like kind of into art collecting at one point too. So he's a patron of the arts, which is nice. So yeah, there's a number of nice things I can say about William Shatner, despite the fact that, like I said, he's kind of an easy target with some of the goofy things he was into in his earlier career. He's also been pretty candid about the fact that he used to have like a gigantic ego. Ah, shit. Like he's mentioned before, he's like, oh yeah, I was insufferable to work with. I'm sure. Like there's a reason why so many people from the Star Trek camp can't really stand him, and it's because they worked with him for so long, and that he was like at the height of his self-absorbedness. So he's definitely mellowed out in the more recent years, and that's something I can definitely appreciate. Final stop. And once again, we need more brownies. Is that gonna be it? That should do it, actually. So it's like I keep it's fair criticism to say like, oh yeah, he was a huge prick back in the day, but I think it's commendable at least for him to realize like, yeah, I was forgot the cheese. It's like, yeah, I was definitely a jabroni back then, but trying to be a reformed jabroni is it's commendable at least. There we go. And that was the last stop. That was a hectic one, man. We had 7 stops in that one. Yeah, for anybody curious, that is my actual mother. My actual honest-to-goodness mom with little VIP badge and everything.
Really great work, Chef. I'm proud of you.
Money's not being invested in solving problems on Earth. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. That is verbatim how I feel, Dad. Like, like research into space is cool, and it's something that is worthwhile. But, and the but is that we have a lot of shit that we're not investing here. At least in NASA's case, I mean, NASA gets a very small percentage of the federal budget, so defunding NASA wouldn't really do much for us, honestly. Like, they get such a small amount of funding, it's a drop in the bucket. But still, yeah, like it's frustrating seeing the whole private space exploration sector trying to gain footing when the fact of the matter is that it would be wasteful, it would only benefit rich people, and it does more harm than good, obviously. What's up, Black Magics? Good morning. It'll be morning, technically, by some definition of the word morning, in 41 minutes. What was your wife's answer, Black Magics? She didn't get an answer. I didn't get an answer back from her. I'll when I see her later tonight, I'll ask her if she had a response to seeing your message. I would assume she probably saw the message and thought to herself, well, Alex is streaming right now. Somebody probably had him redeem that question. So she probably figured she'd get back to it and might have forgotten. 21 points needed for this one. Let's do pizza by the slice. We haven't done that. We haven't done pizza at all today. Let's do pancakes and oatmeal. Always a solid combo. And then a little bit hesitant to do cannoli, but maybe we can handle it. 4 stops is going to be quite a bit. 13 points needed. Yeah, we need a heavy hitter. I'm thinking either cannoli or... Yeah, torta and banh mi we don't have as much trouble with. I have more trouble with cannoli, which means I should probably get more practice in. Let's do dessert shooters. Desert shooters, as I like to call them. We could do beef Wellington if we needed points. Let's do waffles in addition to pancakes and oatmeal on the menu. I see there's no 3s. It is 4s and 2s only. So that's gonna get tricky. I was saying that we could do beef Wellington. I'm a little bit hesitant, but I think this is forcing our hand to not do only... It's basically making it so we need a 3rd 4. There's no way around it. So we'll do steamed momo. Yeah, steamed momos are fine. And then... Yeah, actually, I might just do beef Wellington. It's been a while. I think we've only done it 1 or 2 days in this game. But I think I'll be able to remember like how it's done. Can't make sense of this game. This game is very hectic and it's tricky. I like playing it, but I will admit that yeah, watching it being played is probably kind of hard because it's hard to follow what's like the shortcuts being pressed. It's hard to keep up with the orders coming in and like the holding stations being managed. It's a lot to juggle. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate that, bud. We're killing zombies. Yeah, we're playing Mario and we're saving the princess. Usually it's a little bit more straightforward. Good night, Mallory. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for that resub as well. March birthday's overpowered. I have a feeling that we have some... Oh, wait, no, you had a birthday pretty similar as well. Gifting a sub to... Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Mallory. Thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you very much, Mallory, hitting us with a gift sub to our buddy Dust, who was playing some games with us just last night, actually, or 2 nights ago, rather. But thank you. It's very sweet. Very, very generous. Yes, there are... Speaking of subs, yes, there are also Subway sandwiches in this game. Yeah, there's the small custom Subway subs. There's the sliders. Let's actually do the Subway subs. I think the holding station ones have the bigger subs. So let's do the small ones. They can be a little bit tricky, but we'll be able to manage, probably. How bad could it be, right? Hello, Blackbird. Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, Mallory had a birthday pretty recently as well. So yes, she is very correct that March birthdays are powerful and are amongst some of the most intelligent and attractive birthdays you could possibly manage. So March birthdays are where it's at, in my not at all biased opinion.
Food truck incoming. Hang
Food
on.
truck incoming. Green and red. They tried to shoot me, but...
You know what you are? You're all frost.
You're all frosting. Hell yeah. Tell him what's up. Tell him what's up, Cleaver, and fuck him up. That's what we like to see. Should be good. So bacon, roast beef, and lettuce, tomato, and rosemary bread. Just key lime pie. Ham and provolone is V. Lettuce, rosemary. Salami. I thought it was sashimi. Salami, and then the wheat. Yep. Waffle and close. Waffle and close. Mince meat and wrap it. And potato and wrap it. Whoops. Bacon, and then this thing, and then provolone, then cucumber, onions, and wheat.
Will do, chef.
Oh, crap. Whoops. I pressed the wrong button. H. There we go. There we go. Try to remember the shortcuts for things. It's a little bit tricky. Oh, wrong sauce. They're gonna be so mad. It blows my mind how upset they get when it's the wrong sauce for something so simple. I mean, if I order something and I get chocolate sauce instead of caramel sauce or something like that, I might be a little bit disappointed, but it's not gonna like ruin my day. Whereas like when they have like the super big mad reaction, it's like, oh my god, they're so pissed. It's like, dude, it's chocolate instead of caramel sauce. Get over yourself. Holy shit. Life is too short to let I think that kind of stuff bother you to that degree. Holy moly. But what do I know, right? Chocolate and sugar. There we go. So we had a couple of dropped orders, I think, but I think we've rallied pretty well. Pecan, almonds, and there we go. So we knew this was gonna be a bit of a tricky one. Parmesan, olives, spinach, and green peppers. That's quite the pizza.
Next stop approaching.
One more batch of pancakes. We should be good. Waffle and close. Mousse mousse banana cream. So roast beef, provolone, lettuce, tomato, onions, and then white bread. Triple mousse. Mousse mousse cheesecake. Strawberries. And then this one's gonna be salami, and then lettuce, tomato, onions, and wheat. Which is H. Just plain waffles. Steam momos, mincemeat, and wrap it. Whoops. Pistachios and OMS. Alright. Cheese on this. Cool. Oops. Always the kind of thing where I'm wanting to commentate more when things are busy and like trying to talk through my my thinking procedure when I'm playing this game. But man, it gets so busy this game, sometimes you just don't have time to think. You only have time to feel. Try to feel and navigate through sense of smell and sense of taste. It's like I have to pretend I'm tasting the food as I'm making it. But I promise I'm not gonna start licking my keyboard, probably. I probably will not do that. Classic pepperoni pizza, nice and simple. Like, we're doing alright. We've had a couple dropped orders, but we're doing alright. But it is taking some percentage, maybe even perhaps all percentage of my being to hold it together and not drop everything on the floor. This game gets great, but very wily and very silly. And also, we have 2 more stops after this. So we are far from out of the danger zone. Thin crust, red sauce, cheese, mushrooms, olives, spinach, red and green. Some More pancakes are going. We'll need more where that came from, for sure. Oh, show. Also more cannoli. Use Miss Cheesecake. Oh, fuck. That's
Ready
okay.
for the next stop?
Strawberries. You want blueberries. Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna be very upset because I fucked up that one order. There we go. Almonds in there. Oh, wrong sauce. Crap. Wrong topping. And then chocolate syrup. Yummies from sugar. There we go. Waffles done. Here's some blueberries on that bad boy. There you go. Go ham. There we go. Need more pancakes. What are you doing with your life if you're not getting enough pancakes in your life? A life without enough pancakes is a life not worth living. I think that was Socrates who once said that, or something like that. Somebody as equally based. Alright. Last stop. Let's make it a good one. Lots of oatmeal. Lots of oatmeal. Double oatmeal. Not as many orders for cannoli, which is fine by me because that is still a really hard one for me. I feel like we're getting better at it. Swiss is S, cucumber, onions, and rosemary. There we go. Turkey is U, bacon, cheese, cucumber, onions, and wheat. There we go. Blueberry and plain waffles and maple. All right. Tuna, cheese, and rosemary. Meatballs and provolone and wheat. Oh, wheat, not white. That's okay. That's an easy mistake to make because they both begin with the same letter, but they have different shortcuts, and it's easy to goof. Like I just goofed. Cranberries in there. The Cranberries, the food, not the band, not the 90s band. What was their big song? The Cranberries. I think they're the ones that did the zombie song. That is a it's kind of a meme because it's a very catchy song for one thing, but also it's a song that was featured very prominently in some commercials that I would see as a kid sometimes. So I don't so much associate it with like being an honest to goodness song. I associate it as being like something you hear in commercials, even though it is an honest to goodness song. It's a pretty catchy one. So we have that one that started to drop, but we got a lifeline for that one. Whew, we made it though. We made it. Barely made it. Yeah, it was a bronze one. It's okay. We had a couple of dropped orders, but not the end of the world. Blackbird says, well, I'm partial to June birthdays. Well, I mean, there's really no birthdays that are not good, but I am partial to the ones that happen in March, preferably around the beginning of spring. More or less. March birthday theory. I like the birthday. Vehicles have dead. Oh, that's no good. Dead batteries, man. What unfortunate timing that they would all crap out at the same time. How bright the light bulb gets. That's legit, man. That's legit. It's something. Voltmeter, schmoltmeter. Black Magic's he's got it figured out himself. There was a live adaptation of the Hunchback Disney movie? Hunchback of Notre Dame? Oh, they're working on it now. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't hear about that there was like an older live action once because they're working on it now. And yeah, and Mom is correct. It is my birthday tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in, Mom. Bye, Mom, says Duty Dad. Yeah, my mom's awesome. Appreciate her stopping in. Although it is past her bedtime, and it is nearing my bedtime, too, for that matter. Trying to navigate this nightmare. I mean, usually it's not too bad. When I have foods that I know I have a hard time with, I have to devote more brain energy to it, but usually it's not too bad. It was the breakfast rush. Come on, Steve, we're gonna miss the brunch rush. Nothing but a pat of butter melting atop the pancake of life. That is something Diogenes would say. What's up, Focus? Why March Spring? Because tomorrow's my birthday. That's why. That's why I would say they're the bestest. What's up, Woo? Reaching out to God in the form of a hot dog. I think the touch of God, but it's touching a hot dog instead of the other person's hand. Can I say he's touching a wiener? If I'm saying he's touching a wiener, it's actually much more fun. We'll say that he's touching a wiener. Yes, I have a vested interest, winky face. I have an ulterior motive in saying that March birthdays are powerful. Oh, just haven't driven in a while. Motorcycle makes sense because of October, of course. Yeah, I guess that's just how it goes. A lot of those vehicles don't get a lot of love in the winter, just in general. But I do appreciate your MacGyver-esque way of checking the juice levels. 18 points needed, by the way, so we might need some spicy things. Already did tostadas. You know what? I haven't done club sandwiches in a while. I'm a little bit intimidated by club sandwiches. They kind of shit my pants a little bit, but that's okay. Sometimes you need a mild pant-shitting experience to give yourself better clarity in life. I'm gonna do shepherd's pie and see where that gets me. I feel like I should probably do something like this as well. I can't remember what this one is. Let's do that one, but I can't remember what it is. I'm gonna say Korean seafood dish. I think I do remember that one, actually. It's bright as hell. I think you're in good shape then, yeah. Now it's time to go for the voltmeter. Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, that's a good way to give it like a little quick taste test without going too without getting too involved. Let's do ratatouille and pulled pork. And then I can just do a couple simple ones like fun cakes, and ribs. Sound nice. 18-point menu, not too bad. We're tasting the volts. I mean, I know some people lick batteries to taste their charge. I don't know about car batteries, though. I think licking a car battery might be more trouble than it's worth.
Charged and ready to go.
This is not to shame the car battery fetishists out there. If you have a car battery licking fetish, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you that it could end your life if you're not careful.
Coming food truck.
That's okay, because we have protection. We're wearing a giant anti-hacking condom over our entire truck. It stretches over the entire head of it. This condom allows us to not get affected by the hacking attempts, so they cannot impregnate us with the hacking attempts. Thank goodness. Genius scallions. And the cheese. So, white bread, and then mayonnaise, lettuce, bacon, tomato, and the white bread. Alright. Alex, people, I can imagine. I can't actually see the chat right now, but I'm assuming the chat is doing something along the lines of saying, Alex, what was that about getting impregnated by the enemy? And to that I say, don't you worry about getting impregnated by the enemy. Let me worry about blank. White mayo, chicken lettuce, and white. All right. Ciabatta mayo, and then the chicken spread, lettuce, tomato, and then ciabatta top. Bam.
On it, chef.
I think we managed to not screw up any orders there. It was getting kind of down to brass tacks, but we managed to pull out at the last minute. Speaking of getting impregnated, we managed to pull out at the last minute, which is pretty impressive because sometimes it's, well, you know, to quote my life, it's actually not hard to do a good cream pie. But that was not, that we were talking about actual pies in that conversation, but still, the sentence makes sense. Also, I can go back to being a complete degenerate because my mom's not in the chat anymore. She can't hear me say these weird, screwed up things, even though she wouldn't be surprised by them because she raised me. She's heard the kind of dumb stuff I'm capable of saying. And it's not her fault. She raised me to be a nice, well-adjusted person. So I think that means I have my dad to blame for all the dumb stuff that I'm sometimes liable to say. And look at that. I think we avoided a single fuck up. Was that a perfect day?
The best chef
It was a
ever.
perfect day.
Congratulations.
Or best chef ever, says Cleaver. Or no, that was Whisk. Whisk is the nice one. Whisk is nice and sweet. Cleaver would remove someone's genitals in a heartbeat if they crossed her. So, Cleaver scares me a little bit. Lettuce, tomato, and white. But Whisk is the nice one. Chicken spread, lettuce, tomato, and then ciabatta top. The ciabatta. Go. And then white and the mustard, ham, lettuce, tomato, and the white again. Here's white. Literally the same thing. Then wheat mayo. Some wheat. Oh, wrong bread. Alright, we did almost drop that one, but we brought it back around. So I had one screw up, so it's not gonna be a perfect day. Let's be honest, there was not gonna be a perfect day with this anyway. It's way too involved, but we're hanging in there pretty well. Better than I thought we would, honestly. Whoops, almost pressed the wrong button. I would have been so embarrassed. We are out of ribs. Oh, wrong button. There we go. I like how the acronym, or not the acronym, but the shortcuts for the ribs are RAS. Every time, if you are preparing ribs for the first time, or if you're serving them to the customer, the shortcut is always the same, and it is RAO, or RAS rather. And that makes me happy because I'm a big fan of the acronym RAS. I'm sorry, I'm a fan of RAS syndrome. Like if somebody, it stands for redundant, and RAS stands for redundant acronym syndrome. So RAS syndrome happens when somebody says something like PIN number, or ATM machine, because the M in ATM machine stands for machine, and the N in PIN stands for number. So RAS syndrome means redundant acronym syndrome, where somebody says like the final word as the acronym, as like the last letter, or as like the last word in a phrase, and it's just a pet peeve. It's a harmless pet peeve, but it gives me a very easy way to judge people. I'm mostly kidding. I don't actually judge people that much, just a little bit. We should be in pretty good shape. My mayo, ham, tomato, lettuce. What?
Ready for the next
Oh,
stop?
turkey. There we go. And then white top. I think I did that right. Guess we'll find out soon. And scallions, but not shrimp. You got it.
Cooking and serving.
This one going. Scallions, cool. Bam! That means they love us. Oh, we were out of something though. So I need to make more of the ratatouille. Yep. Is this the final stop? No, it is not. We're still not done. Oh my god. It's been a pretty tough one, but I think we're near the end, obviously. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, I didn't need to make that many. Let's kill that one real quick. Lots of ribs. That can be enough? No, we're gonna need to make more in a little bit, actually. Oh, they didn't want squid. What am I doing? Well, you're getting it. You're getting the squid whether you like it or not. I can't undo it. Much as I wish that I could. cheese. It's a thick sandwich. Yeah, I screwed that one up. I'm sorry. Hoping they wouldn't be extra mad, just regular mad. There we go. Oh, I screwed that one up. That's okay. I was actually hoping if I went really fast that I'd be able to catch both and maybe have one of those orders be not perfect. But instead, I just made the order not perfect and I just dropped the other order, so it was the worst of both worlds. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I think at this point we have to just accept the fact that it's going to be a... most likely a silver. I was doing so good for a minute there, but... there's too many ample opportunities to have, like, a small screw-up, which causes customers to become big sad. And I'm trying to avoid the big sad with my customers. Like, usually that's a good business practice. Avoid the big sad if you can help it, but easier said than done. So it might be the alternator. A trickle charger? I thought you said tickle charge, and I was about to get excited. Black Magic's about to tell us his tickle charger, and I was gonna get very, very activated. Getting impregnated by the enemy. Good thing we were in that condom. Actually, if we didn't want to get impregnated, we would have them wear a condom. But you know what? I guess it all is potato, really. I was expecting it. Yeah, maybe he just gets like he like gets home, gets fully naked, eats his food, and then hazmat suits it up again before venturing outside. We'll just assume that the hazmat suit guy has a plan. Like, it's not our job to think about hazmat suit guy. It's our job to give him food, and just once we serve the food to him, the rest is up to him. At that point, it's up to him to figure out what happens from there. Okay, so we are not finishing this tonight. Although we are completing most of the challenges in this one territory tonight. If we got 2 more golds, look at that. If we got 2 more golds, we could actually do everything in this zone. Which is not... oh, never mind. I can't do that. I can't... there's no way I'm getting 7 more golds. That's not happening. So we have... we'll complete the next one. We'll probably be able to do 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 more stops in this territory. I was actually hoping we'd be able to finish this territory tonight, but now that I see how many we have left, it was a bit of a tall order. You have that a lot too? Yeah, a lot of us have like heard this kind of thing, or maybe we've been guilty of it ourselves. I know I have. I've been guilty of it in the past, but I've tried to correct the sins of my past to the best of my ability. I try to avoid repeating myself too much. Almost feel like we should do all 3. Slice of pies and soup and ratatouille. Let's do sizzling apple and see how that gets us. Can we do 3s? We can do pot pie. Let's do this. Let's do spinach veggie pasta. Haven't done that in a while. And then I could do it at 2 and 3. Let's do empanadas. Or we could do quiche, which isn't too bad. Let's do empanadas though. And tortiere. Let's do that one. Cat cards, right. Cat cards, yeah. You know what? I didn't know what CAC stood for. So now that I know, I think I was saying cat card. It's not something that comes up terribly often in my workplace, but yes, I have seen them. There are, you're right, Liberty, there is. Yeah, there's that. There's a number of prophylactics that could potentially work in this scenario that I was comparing this to earlier. Yeah, it's used in a few other circumstances. Never mind. I'm actually short on 2 points. So there are some circumstances where I hear that phrase sometimes in my workplace, but not terribly often. Okay, 2 more points. Well, dang, I thought I was so smart. I'm a little bit hesitant to do a second 4 special order item, and I don't have any 4s I can do for the holding stations. So let's get rid of sizzling apple pie and let's do soup. And then let's get rid of this one and we'll do samosas. We haven't done samosas today. Let's do that one. haven't had samosas in a while, and that is a very favored appetizer. I rarely order appetizers because I am a small and short lad and I fill up too easily, so I never have appetizers. But in the very rare opportunity when I'm presented with an opportunity for one, and I'm going for it, samosas all the way. All the way, fam. I love that shit. Crust, and then the pecan, which is gonna be on this one. Bam. And that should be enough slices of pie. All chicken. And the nudes and all the chicken. Nice and simple. Nice and predictable, even. So many puffs. Alright, so pasta, no oil. And then potato, and then folded butter. And sweet potato. And the cheese. And the veggies. And the meats. And just the pasta. What? Mushrooms and peppers and tomato sauce. Not sure what I did wrong with that. With those tostadas, or the empanadas rather. Crab, folded butter. I must have forgotten to butter it maybe. Green sauce, and red sauce, and red sauce, and tamarind. Delicious. Mushrooms and peppers and tomato.
Cooking and serving.
And potato and folded butter. I think I must have forgotten the butter. Or I gave him the wrong sauce, but forgetting the butter is something that would be more, unfortunately, along my wheelhouse. Once again, they were big mad. I don't think I understand why they were big mad. I need to pay closer attention to what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. Dory. What? Like I've had a number of strange mistakes, and I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong. All I know is I'm making everyone very sad. Sometimes. Sweet potato. And white rice. Just 4 stops total, which isn't too bad. Let's do another group of pie slices, methinks. That lattice top. The red sauce.
That wasn't too bad.
Graham and banana and the whip. And we should be good there. Whoops. So, broccoli, celery, green beans, and broccoli.
Ready
Should
for
be
the
good
next
there. Alright. So, meat, folded butter. Chicken, folded butter. Yeah, there was something happening with the empanadas where I was consistently screwing up a bunch. I do not know what it was. I'll have to be paying close attention to see how things get screwed up. Parmesan shrimp, olives, tomato, and tomato sauce. This one, get the pasta going. Tamarind. Mushrooms, peppers, and tomatoes. Not so bad at all, actually. Whoops, that's the wrong sauce. I bet they're big mad at me. Understandable. Tamarind. Oh, crap. They were so mad. Did you hear them? They made like an audible noise. They were like... Need more soup. Thought I had enough soup, but I did not. I was fool. A foolish fool. Okay, we got the veggie soup going. Now we need more puff. And I will say yes to the puff. So while we have some time, I'm gonna make some more soups. Some veggie soups going. Get some more pies going too. Some strawberry. Bam. Lattice top. Bam. Anything else? Oh wait, no. Green sauce. All right, what else do we need?
Nicely done.
More pie. Strawberry and lattice top. And strawberry pie does sound kind of nice, actually. 3 rice samosas back to back to back. Nice and easy. Potates.
We're almost there.
And the veggies. Potato sauce and tamarind and green sauce. White sauce. Chocolate, there we go. Red sauce. What do you want? Shrimp, broccoli, mushrooms, peppers, spinach, and pesto. That's what you want. Whoops. No, they didn't want that first thing that I slapped on there incorrectly. I think it was broccoli. I just assumed they wanted broccoli since so much of the salad is green. I just figured more green wouldn't hurt, but turns out it did hurt. Maybe they were allergic to broccoli. Maybe broccoli killed their parents one time. Or, I don't know, I said one. I don't know why I felt the need to specify one time, but yeah, maybe they had a violent broccoli experience as a child and I just traumatized them horribly. Alright, now the question is... Oh, we still have one more stop after this. Never mind. I was about to ask if we were nearly done and if we were going to get a good score. And we're in. So, broth, celery, beans, oil chicken, potato. Another round of... Actually, let's do that first, I suppose, but more soup. The bow tie nudes. I'm always a fan of tasteful bow tie nudes. Noodles. Noodles, of course. I'm talking about noodles. It's going to be a full Monty. The way these things are filling up. All right. Green and tamarind and there we go. Tamarind, green, and white.
Order up.
The rest that should be good. Oh, I screwed something up on that one though. Something about that salad. I don't know what I did wrong with the salad, but they were none too happy with me. Sweet potato. Spicy chicken. Oh, maybe that was what I was screwing up. I think I saw that and thought it was spicy pork for a minute.
No problem, chef.
There we go. So spicy chicken, yeah, I think that was where I screwed up previously. I think because there's a spicy pork as well, so I might have like too quickly read the thing and assumed incorrectly. There we go. Oh, well, you're about to retire. I actually had already... I promise by saying this, I'm not trying to say I thought you were old, but I thought you had already retired. Like, I thought you were already working in, like, amongst, like, civilian stuffs.
Not bad.
It was a black hole. Black Magic's is always very good at telling stories about his time in the service. And the stories always make it sound like larger than life and like very cartoonish and maybe not cartoonish, but some of the antics were very silly and very outlandish. But yeah, I'm sure there were aspects of it too that were boring and like any other job really. Only 40. Well, hey, I'm really not that far behind you, especially as of 3 minutes, by the way. In 3 minutes, I have a birthday. Holy shit. This will be our last one for the night, by the way. I got a hard stop at midnight, so let's do this real quick and go fast and eat ass. That's right. For special orders, I kind of want to go relative easy for special orders. Let's do seafood boil. And... oh, man. Not a lot of, like, easy options. I mean, we could do things we've already done, I suppose. Yeah, actually, this is gonna be a little bit spicy. Let's do... I could actually make this pretty easy for ourselves. Let's do steak. Shish kebab's not too bad. Let's do stuffed peppers. Oh, whoops. And then for this one, let's do this one again. The Boyob, I think. We could do pie slices again. I feel a little chumpy for doing like 2 pie slice things in a row. We could do Sinigang. I don't think we've done Sinigang today. I think we did Boyob, but I don't think we did Sinigang. Let's do this one. Midlife crisis age. Not everybody has that kind of thing. I was telling Gracie about this, how I'm not too far off from the grand age of 40 myself, so I can't really talk too much shit. You know, it'll be here before I know it, and it doesn't really bother me. The idea of being not too far away from 40 doesn't bother me. 40 is not like a weird number to me. 50 might fuck me up a little bit. 50 might be an adjustment for me personally. But I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry to have a midlife crisis and you know, and have a mental breakdown. And rice and cheese. Cool, there we go. So orange cut, and then egg and cilantro. New York strip. And chicken tofu. Alright. Pepper cut, egg and cheese. Pepper cut, couscous with and then feta. It's oddly specific. T-bone. Sliced chicken and 2 beefs. Crushed pepper and 2 veggie. T-bone and couscous and cheese. The rest of this should be pretty easy peasy.
No problem, chef.
4 stops in this. Oh my god. Oh my god. The timing! Do we get 2 long men? Gonna wait for it. I had to enter full screen so I could receive the long man and his lengthy, girthy goodness. 50's the new 40. This is very midlife crisis age. It's up to each person, obviously. It's up to each person. Yeah, mentally not so bad, but the knees, though. Yeah, for me, my knees have been a third one? All these long men in the chat. Man, I was saying earlier how I'm not the throat goat I wish that I was in college, but man, I gotta get fucking good. Thank you. Many thank yous are in order. Also, many points are in order because there were many gift sub bombs that just happened. That just auto-launched us. I don't know if you could... this is probably not the wrong side. But that auto-launched us... My chat's over here on my end. To a level 7 hype strain. I forget it goes up that high now. I don't know what the top part is anyway. But, Dead is the new... Oh my gosh. Anyway, Doo-Doo Dad and White Flare and Jet, each with... What is it? Am I counting this correctly? Oh my god. So Doo-Doo Dad and Jet were at 10, White Flare at 15. Good Christ, that is a, like, staggering number of subs. Good golly. Great googly boogly. And a cheer to freaking boot. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. It is technically my birthday here in Central Time Zone. Am I getting Facebook dings? I'm getting Facebook dings. Our roommate just wished me happy birthday. Also, Anastasia, I'll be wrapping up soon, I promise. It's midnight, so I gotta wrap up pretty soon here. But I will finish up the round that we're on right now. But, holy moly. So yeah, I gotta add all this up because I gotta add the points. We got the points right here. Holy shnikes. So, 10 and then 15, it's 25. Then another 10 is 35. So 35 plus another 5, so that's... So 35 times 5. What's 35 times 5? Is that... 70 no, not what am I trying to say? 35 times 5. So I think it's 170 somewhere like that. Oh, here, I'm let's see what it is. 35 times 5, 175. Okay, I was not too far off. So that means this goes up by a whole bunch. A whole bunch. So I got some extra life donations to make, which is a good problem to have. And then Black Magic's hit us with a cheer as well. Thank you, friends. Thank you for so many gift subs. Black Magic's with a cheer as well. Anonymous Glitter with a dab, of course. The birthday dab. Made it to age 34. I'm dabbing on those who thought I wouldn't survive this long. Thank you. So Doo Dad with 10 gift subs, White Flare with 15, and JD with 10. Now, White Flare and JD and Doo, all three of you have gifted multiple subs very recently. Don't think I've forgotten. So thank you to all three of you for no, I shouldn't say constant, but for very frequent generosity and just treating me way too kind. If you're this nice to me all the time, it means you're going to have a really hard time getting rid of me once you're sick of me, that is. Woo says, what's this about the throat goat? Well, I was saying how my time in college, I think I was saying my, I have a very, my gag reflex is very prominent and hard to get past. And my ability to deep throat glizzies is not where it would, I'd prefer it would be. And even in college, I could never, I was never the throat goat that I wish that I could have been. So people say that there's a time and a place for everything, and that means it's college. But in my case, yeah, I never got to have that claim to fame, unfortunately. It was 175. Thank you, my friend. Thank you to Puzzle as well. On every I'm happy to have people here to celebrate today's kind of an informal birthday stream. Like I said, the proper birthday celebration will be not tomorrow, because today/tomorrow I will not be streaming. I might do something on Friday, actually. Maybe Friday we'll do some kind of bonus stream. I will likely be busy most of the day Saturday, and then Sunday we're going to be playing games with the homies, with Arctic and Dave and Jet. We'll be playing with more Phantasy Star Online, I think. But thank you. We had lots of people give us some gift subs just now, and lots of people receive them, of course. Game and Browse, Toothless Dad, Reaper Queen. So like, oh man, lots of great folks here, man. Jim, Straight Halo, Mystic Soul. Oh my gosh, lots of great people. It's nice when it's screen names that I recognize, because it means it's people that pop in from time to time and people that we see on a pretty regular basis. All wonderful people. We got Cam, we got Void, Mountain Biker, Master Train. Man, oh man. Person thing, yeah, we got Jesse, we got Random Bystander. Remember Random Bystander? We got J Blob, Cat Mama. Wonderful, I love it. Thank you everyone for those gift subs. JD and White Flare and Doo Dad, just wonderful. And again, Black Magic for that cheer as well. Lots of nice encouragement. I never seek this kind of thing out. I never am looking for subs. I'm never trying to encourage them or incentivize it. And I feel like I don't have a lot to offer for people who sub. So it's not something that I spend a lot of energy on, and it's certainly not a thing I ever expect. I don't want anybody to ever think that you need to spend money to get my admiration or my love or my affection. You get that shit for free just by being here, because your time is valuable. Spending money is never a thing that's expected. But thank you very much, my friends. Actually, for those who are subbed or just received a gift sub, the hope is we should have more emotes fairly soon. I actually have a gigantic blob of commissions that I sent my emote artist last year, but his life got very busy and he had a hard time working on it. But I talked to him not too long ago. He said he's working on it again. I'm hoping that we should have an update probably fairly soon. I hit him with a lot of emote requests, though. It was like 13 or 14 emotes, including a few reworks. So it's a lot, but I'm hoping to have the emote menu more filled out fairly soon, if all goes according to plan. But yeah, thank you again, friends. I can hear Dexter behind me. He's still cozy, but he is now awake. I think you heard all the excitement. You offer plenty of bikes. Well, so do you guys. These streams wouldn't be nearly as fun without people here to hang out with them. Doo Dad, I appreciate your kind words, my friend. That's very sweet of you to say. So that I can never be sick of you. Hey, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There's still plenty of time for me to annoy the shit out of you. But thank you, my friends. Thank you. It's very kind. Appreciate you guys being here. And as I play these oddball games, I mean, this is a pretty oddball game right here. So, I know that this kind of thing is not everyone's cup of tea.
Oh man, chef, you really pulled
Oh
that
man,
one out.
chef. That's right. That's what I am. I am an oh man chef. But no, I do appreciate people being here and hanging out and lurking, and of course hitting us with the incredible gifted subs. That kind of stuff is far and away more than I can ever ask of anybody. Let's wrap this thing up and see if we can end on a nice and strong note as far as this game's stuff is considered. With the New York Strip going on, got lots of shish kebabs coming in hot. There we go. Beef tofu. Because yeah, this game is a good example of something that I like to play just because it's a fun game to play, but But it's very odd. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Plenty of people have never even heard of it before I started streaming it. At least for the people that pop in, at least a lot of them had never heard of it before. And the ones that did are like, man, this game is tough, and I applaud your courage in trying to tackle it, but this game is not a small feat to tackle. All the noises were kind of overlapping onto each other.
I knew you.
Although rest assured, I do plan on getting into more, I wouldn't exactly call them mainstream, but like more, less oddball, less esoteric game choices fairly soon. A lot of people have probably heard me talking about wanting to get back into Morrowind, more RimWorld in my vicinity, in my horizon, which I'm excited about. So there's gonna be some normie games coming from me pretty soon.
For the next stop?
Gonna be doing some Castlevania games pretty soon, or maybe just one for now, but I've mentioned before that I've been in a Castlevania mood for quite a long time, and oh, that was the wrong one. That's okay. They're not gonna notice. I've been in a Castlevania mood for quite some time, and I have yet to get around to fulfilling that urge. This caveman, this primal urge to play Castlevania games that grips all of us from time to time. So while we're waiting here, there we go. But yeah, because I picked up the Castlevania collection, the Castlevania Advance collection on Steam. Might play through one of those just for funsies, because I kind of wanted to play specifically a what's the term? Metroidvania Castlevania game. Like the traditional Castlevania games are good too, but they are very hard. I mean, even the Metroidvania games are hard too, but traditional Castlevania games are much harder in my opinion. I've also met a lot of people have probably heard me talk about how I'm excited at some point to actually it'll probably be the next thing I play after this game is do a playthrough well, that's the wrong kind of cheese. Do a playthrough of what's it called? Of Armored Core, because I never played an Armored Core game before. And the trailer that we all saw at the Game Awards for Armored Core 6 looked incredible, and it was a reminder that I never played the series, and yet I love MechWarrior and BattleTech and all these other kinds of mech-related things. So I feel like it's in my best interest to play these games that I know I would enjoy. Yo, what's up, Macro Nikita? Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you to our homies for the gift subs, my friends. White Flare. Well, thank you, White Flare. No, I know that some of it's kind of oddball. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I tend to be very selfish with the game choices that I play. I don't really do I don't ever, like, seek out what other people want. I pretty much seek out what does Alex want. And that, you know, that as a result ends up, you know, driving some people away, which is just how it goes. But for the people that do stick around and pop in from time to time, your time and repeated visits are extremely appreciated. Bug Snacks, I'm trying to remember. I think I have Bug Snacks yet. I can't remember if it's ever been on a Humble Bundle or anything. But yeah, that's been on my list for sure. That game looks really cool. I've watched a lot of footage of that game being streamed and footage of it on YouTube, and it looks pretty sweet. Looks like a game I would really enjoy. So I can't afford the next big upgrade for this one, nor can I afford this one either. We'll probably do, I don't know, preventing ram attacks would be pretty nice. So I might actually save up for the food truck reinforcements level 3, so we can prevent ram-based attacks. Ram-based attacks have been pretty annoying in the past. But that'll be something for future Alex to determine, because tonight's stream is over, my friends. We're ramping it up here. And this was awesome. This game continues to be, like I've said before, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better every time. There are some days where my confidence is crushed with this game, and I feel like I am a big dummy. Days like today, I feel like I'm getting progress, getting better at it, and that's encouraging. I think we should be able to keep at it until we reach the end game. I'm not sure what the end game is going to look like, but I am scared, and partly excited, but mostly scared. But it is a positive feeling scared, because it means that we have a chance, I think. I think we have a chance.